Welcome back to episode 10 of Macalite Shards of Amber. Thank you for tuning back in. Before we get started, just a quick recap. We have concluded the Arcane Library's The Secrets of Skyhorn Lighthouse adventure. The party has fulfilled Solomon Skyhorn's request, and they have cleared the eel folk from the lighthouse. They have then set sail for Westgate in an attempt to prevent a shard of amber from being purchased at auction. And with that, let's bring up our characters and get started. So, the seas were kind to the Bonus Fortuna. An east-southeast wind carried them quickly across the Dragonmere through the Neck and to Westgate, without an attack from pirates in Smuggler's Cove. After several days' travel, the rocking and listing and smell of salt taking their toll on all but Avion, they awoke to Sensu's call for hands. Scrambling to the top deck, the party members fell into directions of pulling ropes and switching sails. After a few minutes of immediate labor, the watch in the crow's nest signaled the call of destination sighted, to the delight of a select few on the deck below. On the horizon, the city began to present itself, resplendent in the morning light. The tans of buildings and red roofs that contrasted starkly with the deep blue of the water, alerting the party that their time on the sea was about to end. Getting closer, they could see what was once the breakwater, now built up with ramshackle buildings and docks, obviously hobbled together quickly in an attempt to attract ships as they approached and before they could enter calmer water. Docks, warehouses, ships, skiffs, and rowboats became easily discernible. Activity flourished anywhere the eye landed. It became easy to identify people, sailors with their cropped pants, dock workers hurling ropes, and warehousemen and women moving as much cargo as possible in as few trips as possible. So did the prostitutes, food carts, and cloak pocket merchants haggling over prices, quality, and authenticity. Ah, friends, welcome to Westgate, the last free city, and my personal favorite. You may find this place difficult to understand. While they have laws and they hold fast to them, almost anything is possible here. But remember, the contract is king. I advise you to be careful who you deal with. Always try to remember, what would Sensu do? Upon docking, Sensu then comes back to you guys and he says, "Before you depart, hear this. Windovia has actually been hiding below. She wanted to observe you to see if you could be trusted. She will sneak away to keep her cover after you go. Meet her at the Black Eye at 8 p.m. Now go. Explore this glorious city. Take in all she has to offer, and remember, here, your right to extend your arm in space ends at someone else's nose." And he turns and he goes and he starts commanding his people and telling stuff, yelling, to unload stuff and whatnot. And he kind of starts ushering you guys off the docks. So, how would you like to proceed?
All right, so looking at this map, where in the docks are we?
Yes. So you guys have come in and you have... let me just switch so the people at home can see this too. You guys will be coming in over at 61, which is kind of on the inlet.
Yep.
It is right here. That's where you guys are going to be docking. That is the Urdu dock, U-R-D-O, Urdu dock. And he told you that Windovia will meet you at the Black Eye, which is number 49, which is right here. Mm-hmm. So anything, just so you can tell, I've kind of circled some stuff here. Anything colored circled blue is a tavern or an inn or like a place where you can have a good time. Anything in purple is like a government building, so either guard watch or like the jail or courthouse. Anything green is a shop. There are more than what's circled, but those are a few of the big ones. And then anything in red is like another harbor or dock. It's kind of all private. So where you come in, you pay a fee to dock there. There's no like you just dock where you want to. You have to pay a company where you'd like to dock. So you guys are there. You're going to be meeting Windovia at 8 p.m. here. It's currently about 8 in the morning. And
shoot.
You guys have quite a bit of time. And just for a couple more things in here, number 33 right here in the middle, that is the Central Market Square. And number 32 right next to it is like City Hall, the jail, the courthouse, that sort of thing there.
I'm just going to lean over to Osel and say, we need to take a shower. We need a bathhouse. I'm terribly stinky.
That wouldn't be a bad idea.
Everyone here smells like fish. We should get out.
I 100% agree, and I start walking down the plank onto the dock and get as far away from that ship as I can.
I'm
What's wrong
following.
with the smell of fish?
Yuck.
It's an acquired taste, to be sure.
Yeah, you get used to it.
Quill's going to exit the ship and kind of just say bye to Sensu, and he did not fare well on the sea, so he's going to kind of leave the ship very graciously, happy that he was no longer on the sea.
So you say goodbye to Sensu?
Oh yeah, I tap him on the butt as I walk out, kind of like good game, and just be like, thank you. And I'm thanking him that we actually got there, not for the travel, not for being on the sea, but thank God I'm off this boat.
He turns back to you and he says, friend, I can tell you have been away from people for a very long time. Let me leave you with one piece of advice, one of Sensu's 24 rules. This is number 18. Never isolate yourself.
That's it?
That's number 18, yes. Never isolate
18.
yourself.
Never isolate yourself. Okay.
I'm gonna holler out, rule number 6, it's my favorite.
Number 6, court attention at all costs. Work hard so people think you have disappeared.
Do you have a rule for me?
Number 20, don't commit.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be good at that.
Yeah.
Can I have number 20 as well?
Yeah, they're 24. They're for everybody. These are rules of power. Sensu's rules of power.
Rules of power. I'm going to have to get those tattooed on me before we leave. All 24.
I'll follow that one, but no promises.
Osel just shakes his head and kind of distances himself a little bit more from the group, just to,
before you go, he looks at you and he goes, Master Osel, I have one for you. It is quite important. Crush our enemies totally. Leave no feud unfinished, as others will seek revenge by putting you in the grave. That is number 15.
Well,
why does he get the coolest one?
That sounds right up my alley, Sensu.
Well, you all asked for specifics. Master Quill, I gave you one because I thought you could use it, but everyone asked for numbers. I gave you numbers.
Okay. All right, so I'm just going to step off the ship, and I'm going to start looking for what might be a bathhouse, something I got to get clean.
Yeah, so like the place you're going to meet technically does have a place where you could take a bath.
Okay, so I'm just going to ask him if we could go to the Black Eye, go ahead and like kind of check in there, get our stuff settled, take a bath, and
there's nothing stopping you. Please go ahead. I'm busy. Bye.
all right. So somebody else is going to have to lead because I'm not going to know how to navigate a city real well.
Follow me, folks. This can't be too hard.
It should be a speed.
Oh, there we go. Okay. All right. So It's literally just a couple blocks away. So you start to walk through, and this is a really interesting city. Like, varieties of people, like nobles walking with, and they're not even nobles. Like, what you notice is there's like rich people, poor people, middle class people. Everybody's just kind of walking around, interacting. There's stores and shops, and people are like bartering. It's a port city, so it's definitely got that smell. There's fish. There's like wares coming in off all of these docks and boats and all of these individual companies. I mean, you guys saw on the map, and for the people at home that saw it earlier, I mean, there are, the ones I circled are just a few. All of those buildings basically circling that inlet, and even some on the outer part, are private, like, docks where people can start unloading their stuff. And then throughout all of that too, there are warehouses, so people can store all of that pay to have all their wares stored, and then wait for another ship to come and take it somewhere else. So it's kind of like the port of Long Beach or Vancouver, a big port city like that, where like stuff is coming and going all the time, and people are paying lots of money to have stuff stored and moved because the profits are so huge.
How crowded is it? Like, is it people bumping into each other? Is it like kind of
on the docks? Yeah, it's busy on the docks. As you kind of stray away from the docks and go further south, not south, that would be it would be south. Further south away from the docks, you'd be getting fewer and fewer. But as you start to approach like the central square, it gets really busy.
While we're in the busiest part, I'm gonna put a little rope on Osel's belt, and just so I don't lose him.
Osel looks back. I seem to have grown a tail.
Just go with it, so I can go with you. I don't want to get lost.
Also, I want to set 2 rules while we're here. Keep your weapons holstered unless necessary. It's not just for the safety of everyone else around us and to stop us from getting in trouble. It's to make sure that no one messes with your stuff. Mm-hmm. And 2, Osel, please keep the wings put away. Please.
I got it out of me in the lighthouse. I'm okay for right now.
All right. So just stick together, keep your head on a swivel, and don't make deals with shady people.
Think we can do that?
And don't commit.
We should all be committed.
Well, Avion, when we get to the pub and we can get our surroundings under us and get clean before we go check out the city.
Solid idea.
Okay, so you guys make it. It's just a couple of blocks, and you skirt kind of past the corner of the central market. And as you look out, it's to your right. As you're turning the corner, you see it out to the right. It's like tents. Like, think one of the biggest farmers markets you've ever seen. Just rows and rows of carts and tents and booths and tables and people like bartering and yelling at each other and then like patting each other on the back, and just goods and money being exchanged, and like even goods for goods and bartering. And it's just active and kind of wild. It's pretty exhilarating. Like, you can feel the energy coming out of it, and it's palpable. Like, you can sense it and feel it, and it's kind of getting you a little bit amped.
All right. Are there any visible places with like roasted nuts?
Oh, I mean, if you'd probably have to go nothing on the edges.
All right.
Not that you can tell. Like, you're not quite sure if they're like, you can smell food, but you don't see anything on the fringes of that would be food.
Okay. I'm just gonna pull on the rope a little bit and just be like, Osel, I smell food.
Wait, which do you want more, food or a bath? That's your choice right now.
A bath, for sure, a bath. All right, let's keep going.
Yep. Plenty of time for food. We've got practically all day.
Okay.
Okay. So you turn the corner. You make you go south a little bit, or you go east a little bit, and then you turn back north, and you head back up toward the Black Eye. and you approach it, and it's a decent looking joint, considering it is technically on the harbor, and it doesn't look as run down as you were expecting. That said, it's not great. Like it's better than like a complete crap hole dive bar, but it's still not great. Like outside you see sailors and dockhands like bartering with prostitutes, like people coming in and out, and it's yeah. Like the sign above the door is a pirate literally with a black eye, like having been punched in the face. Yeah. Doors are both on their hinges though.
Oh, nice. That's
Let's
super
fix
nice.
that.
I think that's going to be worse. Well, I don't know. It's not going to be worse than him spreading his wings, but I think it'll cause the same reaction from everybody in the tavern.
Yeah, no. I'm not starting anything, not yet.
There's plenty
So-
of time for that.
Now, are the prostitutes nice, or are they like? Does it seem like any quality people around at all?
Make
How are
a
the prostitutes?
make a perception check. We're gonna do this the fun way. Yeah. With that, they're. So it's about 8:30 in the morning now. So this is not like the varsity squad. That said, being not the best place, they're not bad for this place. They're relatively clean. They're not perfectly clean, but they're not like completely dirty or anything like that. Their clothing is not torn or
Okay.
like beat up. They're not like it's not the worst of the worst. There are other parts of town that you imagine where it would be worse.
Okay. All right, so I'm just gonna walk up to the. I'm gonna grab my rope and take it off Osel, knowing this is where we're supposed to go, and I'm going to just open the front doors, and my whole direction now is just get to that bath.
Okay, so you walk in, and it's a decent joint on the inside. You can see that, like, you walk in from over here. There's a fire going, like kind of a central pit, and there's like a couple of chickens roasting in the center. There's booths down both sides. There's a table on the other side of that central fire pit, and then maybe like 15 feet past that, there is a wall. And in front of that wall, you can see a door that presumably goes back to the kitchen. You see the bar with a bartender, and you see some barrels in the back left corner as you walk in. And then also down the right, past the booths, there's 4 booths on that side. You see some stairs that probably go up to rooms.
Well, as we walk in, I see Quill kind of look at the chickens in the fireplace, and I'm like, I tap him on it. No.
Why would you roast them without eating them? Why no?
No, I'm saying don't go grab them in there. We have to get them properly first.
Okay, so I'm gonna walk straight to the bar and just say chickens.
And the large man behind the bar says, "Are you selling chickens? Are you buying chickens? What are you doing?"
Eating chickens.
Right now you're not eating anything. And
Can
you
I
won't be
get-
eating anything unless you pay me.
I will pay you. How much for a chicken?
A whole chicken?
Yes.
He kind of looks you up and down. And he says, "I'll give you a good price of a silver."
I'll take 2.
Fair enough. Can you help yourself, or do you need me to do it for you? Because if you need me to do it for you, that's going to be an extra silver.
I can help myself.
Okay, fair enough. And he gives you a plate and some silverware, and it's wooden silverware. And he says, "All right, have at it. Take 2." And he kind of he folds his arm and he watches you.
I'm gonna hand the silverware back and pull some out of my pocket.
He goes,
And
he looks at you, goes, "What? This isn't good enough for you?"
no, I just always carry my own and walk up to get the chicken.
Okay, you're a strange one. Fair enough. So you.
And I go up to the fire and I go actually get the rotisserie, like having trouble getting it off the actual like spike. But
make
I figured
a dexterity roll. Make a dexterity check.
Mother flower.
Yeah.
Yes!
No, you don't have a problem at all. You're like food. Yes. And you lift up one end of the spit and you like slide the chicken off. Like you've got used like your cloak to pull the one off, to pull the second one off, and they're juicy and they smell delicious. They've been like basted in butter and herbs. They're looking pretty good, and you've got it on this plate, and yeah.
How big is the plate? Because it's 2 chickens.
It's one's barely. You're using your hand to hold one of them on, and it's hot, and it kind of hurts.
All right, cool. I like it. Are all the tables empty?
No, they're all full except for there's one booth on the left side as you're walking and you look. The third one back is empty.
I'm just going straight to it. I'm gonna sit down.
I thought we were going to the bathhouse.
Chicken.
He didn't commit to the bathhouse. Smart.
That's right.
Oh my god.
All right, so I'm just going to go to town eating.
Okay.
And I'm going to join him at the booth.
Okay.
I'm just going to immediately reach and throw a whole leg in front of Yip Yap.
Oh. I'm going to eat the leg. Thanks.
Osil and Avian, what are you guys doing?
I'm gonna go up to the bartender and say, hey, you guys sell bitter black here?
Yeah. Sure.
I'll take a bottle of that, please.
I don't know if we've got it in bottles. Hold on a second. And he kind of goes and he looks. Goes, no, don't have it in bottles. I got a barrel.
Well, I'll take whatever I can get, honestly.
All right. Pint. That. Yep. That's a copper.
Yep. Here you go, man. And I just flip him a gold. Keep the change.
And he goes, now that is a lady of my liking. And he like puts the glass that he was going to give you away, and he grabs what you can tell is he grabs another glass from under there, and he like presumably dips it in something, and like puts a mug of it right out in front of you. He goes, there you go, nice. Clean glass for a classy lady.
Thank you very much. And I go over to the booth with my chicken eating friends.
Also, we'll go to the bartender and ask, which way of the bathhouse?
You'll have to purchase a room for the night, but they're up the stairs.
No problem. Room for me then, and I'll put the gold on the bar for him.
I was, that's more than you need. You staying what, a week?
Just a night.
Man, this. All right, and he grabs it quickly, and then he gives you a key to the room. Goes, you by yourself, or there's going to be others with you?
There's others in my party, but we're all rooming separately, so.
Okay, one room for you. You better tell them they're going quick. I only got 5 left.
I'll make sure they know.
All right. And he goes back to like serving drinks. There's a barmaid coming up, and she's just like pissed off at the world. She slams her she's got a tray. She slams it down. She starts rattling off orders stuff for him to do, and he kind of gives a deep sigh and starts pulling stuff out. And there's another guy running like cleanish silverware and plates and glasses back and forth from the kitchen in the back. Also running out to tables and like grabbing empties, and she's kind of doing the same thing. So you all go ahead and you sit down. Quill is tearing chicken apart.
Cheers to 5 years of sobriety, and I just chug it.
I cheers the chicken. Actually pick up the chicken breast and hit her cup with it. So we know, the bartender said the rooms are going quick, so since we're staying the night here tonight, might want to get our room at some point. I'm just going to look at Yip Yap and say, hey, you want to... Oh, damn it. All right, I'll get us a room. And I'll leave the chicken for a second and go up to the barkeep and ask for a room as well. Sure. He looks at you and goes, yeah. That'll be 1 silver, please. 1 night. I slap it down.
All right. He quickly grabs it.
And asks about the bathhouses as well.
It's included with the room down at the end of the hall.
Are towels included?
He thinks about it for a second. No, actually, they're not. That'll be a copper for use of the towel for the night. Return it when you're done, and I'll give you a clean one in the morning.
I'll air dry. Thank you. And I just walk back to the booth.
Okay. So you're carrying the towel with you?
No, I'm going to air dry. I'm not even going to take the towel.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to air dry the towel. I got you.
No.
All right. So you've got
body.
You've got a key.
Nice.
I'll also will say, excuse me, I'm gonna go get clean while you guys enjoy your food and drink. I'm not quite hungry after the sea, and I'll get up and walk up and go to the bathhouse.
I'll follow him to the bathhouse with my plate of chicken.
And as you're going up the stairs, the bartender actually, hey, you can't bring food back there.
Even I paid for this food.
And you can eat it where you paid for it.
Can I eat it at the table, or do I have to eat it where I paid for it and walk back up to it and start eating it right in front of him because I paid him?
You can eat it right here. That's fine, but you're not taking it back up to those rooms.
I'm going to keep eye contact as I eat the chicken the entire time.
Ah, tough guy. Tough guy eating chicken. Uh-huh.
No, I'm not even going to look tough. Because I don't think Quill really looks tough. I think he's just going to be...
No, he's still calling you out on it. He's like, oh, eating in front of me. I see what you're doing.
I'm going to offer him some, too.
He takes some of it and just starts eating. He's like, you paid for it? I'm making money. All right. No. And he's eating a chicken leg off of it.
I'm actually happy that he is.
I'm going to go up and... Can I get a room and a towel?
Yeah. That's a silver and a copper.
Here you go. Just take another gold.
And he looks at you, Quill, and he's like, see? This is how you act. Then he just goes back to fulfilling orders and taking care of business back there. While, like, chewing on... He finally finishes it, and he, like, throws the bone in the trash.
I mimic him immediately and throw a bone in the trash, too.
Make a dexterity check. Yeah, it hits the rim and then bounces in. And he's like, lucky, otherwise you'd be cleaning that. And
I enjoy cleaning.
Do you want to make some money?
Oh dear.
Can I take a shower then clean?
That seems backwards. If you want, yeah, you could work here tonight.
Do you smell me? I've been on the sea. I need to.
Everyone here has been on the sea.
Oh, that does make sense.
We are in a port city, my friend.
I'm going to finish the chicken. I'm going to run up, and I'm going to start bathing.
Okay. So you run in, and Osel's in there as well. There's multiple...
In the same room?
Well, there's not a bathhouse in the room. Like, there's a communal... Like, there's a bathhouse, like a shower room, effectively, of baths. Each room doesn't have its... This isn't like the Holiday Inn.
So I'm going to actually walk into the bathhouse, and I'm actually going to get in with my clothes on.
Okay.
And he sees me actually washing them on my body and my body.
And the water just starts turning, like, murky brown. Actually, it's not even brown. It's just gray. It's just this gross gray color, and, like... The smell of sea salt starts coming out of it, and like fish and all the other food that you've got left in your pockets is all just like soft and mushy, and it's all coalescing now. You smell actually worse than before you started.
Yikes.
All right, so describe the bathroom, the bathhouse. Is there more than one unit?
No, you are sitting with Osel in... No, I'm kidding. There's
I was hoping I was.
No, there's a row of bathtubs along the side. And then in the middle, there's kind of like a there's a post in the center, and there's like a circle where you can hang towels and stuff.
Okay, so I'm going to get out, take off all the clothes that I just washed, put it where you hang the towels, and then walk into another one and start bathing in there.
Okay.
All right, I guess I'm gonna go to the bathhouse. This is gonna be weird.
All right, so
Only if you make it weird.
You finish your drink, you go up, and you walk in, and by this time, Osel's basically finished and is.
Oh, I went quickly.
Yeah. He's dressed and he's you catch him on his way out. He's going back to the room, and as you go in, you see Quill, basically getting out of one tub, taking all his clothes off, hanging them, and then getting into another tub.
Whatever. I'm just gonna take off my clothes and get into a tub.
Sure. And the water's nice. There's soap. It's warm. They've got these handles, and it's not a brush on the end. It's actually like, it's not quite a sponge. It's a little bit harder. Think of a loofah, but a little bit firmer. But it's actually like from the sea.
Oh, cool.
And you can like scrub, and it feels pretty good.
I'm gonna turn to whatever bath Quill is, and we should have this in our place. I feel like communal baths are overlooked.
I feel like this whole trip could be a write-off. We're just doing research on what else we could do.
Yeah. This is weird, Quill.
What's weird? And I'm just gonna stand up and start getting places that that typically you can't bathe it underwater really, so you got to get all the spots.
I just made eye contact with your junk.
I like to call it treasure. I don't call it junk.
I'm gonna leave now. And I'm gonna quickly get dressed, but you're probably gonna notice the giant back tattoo I have of Saloon's eyes and the 7 stars.
That's badass.
I'm just gonna quickly get out of here, go to my room.
It's kind of confused me because I've never seen somebody with a big tattoo like that. So someone is gonna ask you where you got it.
Back where I'm from.
Okay. Has to be a story there.
Yip Yap, what are you doing?
So I think Yip Yap would stay in the stay at the table, eating his chicken leg and looking for interesting people.
I mean, roll perception.
Well, let's see. That should be fine.
Let's see how many interesting people you see.
Oh yeah.
To you, basically everybody's pretty interesting. Men, women, dwarves, elves, halflings. There's even like there's a drow. There's a couple of half elves. It runs the gamut of people. Like you see all sorts of people. There's a really big Goliath, tattoos all down his arms, kind of coming in up over his shoulders and then down his rib cage. Completely shirtless, just like typical like breeches. Mostly sailors or dock workers. This is probably more of I wouldn't say a local joint because like it's just such a popular place, but you can tell like these are probably people that all work together, and certain like dock companies all go out to certain places, so it's like their local pub.
So the Goliath alone?
No, he's at a table with a half elf and a dwarf. They're at the so from where you're sitting, there are 2 booths back on the same side you are.
Can I hear what they're talking about?
Make an investigation check.
Investigation. Ooh.
You can kind of make out some of the words. It's kind of loud in here. There's a lot of people. You hear the word auction. You hear magic items. You hear contest. You also hear casino and what was the last one? Fighting arena.
Ooh. I'm going to walk up to him.
Okay.
And I'm going to say, can I join you? Rolf the Looter.
And he looks down at you and goes, little man, can you drink?
Well, I don't commit to anything. But drinking is one thing I can do.
Then you are
Maybe.
welcome to sit.
So I'll sit down.
He goes, let's have drink. First one to finish wins.
Ah.
And
Yeah,
he
let's
holds
do
his drink out in front of you, in front of him.
All right, I'm going to get a drink.
Okay. So the barmaid comes by and he's like, I will wait for your drink.
All right.
I thought you had one, but I guess you don't.
I was eating chicken. Do you like chicken?
Chicken is delicious. I enjoy
Yes.
chicken.
I like chicken too.
Everybody loves chicken.
You're very tall.
You're very short.
Yes.
You are a strange looking man.
Yes, thank you. You're very tall. Very tall.
Okay.
I just came into town
I can tell.
for the auction.
Ah, what are you hoping to buy?
Shinies.
Well, you looking for the platinum, the gold, the jewels? What are you looking for? There's lots of shinies on auction.
Well, I like jewels.
There's also swords and axes and potion bottles. Many things to buy.
I'm a jewel man myself.
Okay. There are lots of jewels to buy.
Yeah.
I do not have enough money to go, but many of my friends trying to woo one of their women friends try to buy things there.
I hear there's a yellow shiny.
There may be. I do not know. I don't have list. You'd probably have to go and check for yourself.
An amber shiny.
You get the impression he has no idea.
All right. When's the auction?
Every day, all day.
That's what I thought. Where's that drink?
And like, while you were standing there talking to him, the woman was behind you, the barmaid, and like with your drink. And she sets it down in front of you. She goes, "It's right here, sweetie."
Thanks. I'll flip her a gold piece.
And like, not even looking at it, hand up, catch in like apron. Doesn't really let anybody see that was gold flying.
All right. So I'll hold up my drink.
And he holds it up.
I'll clink his glass.
And he
I guess that's what you do.
throws back this giant mug and like 5 gulps and this thing's gone. And he slams his mug on the table and everybody's drinks that are sitting there like jump a little bit. And he goes, "I am done. I win."
Then I'll start to drink mine.
He goes,
You're pretty fast.
"You are slow, little one. Rolf the Looter. You do not loot that beer into your belly very well."
I'm a slow looter.
You're a losing looter is what you are. I would have bought that drink for you had you beat me, but because I win, you buy mine.
I buy yours.
And she's like, the barmaid like looks over and she kind of shakes her head and comes back. She goes, "That will be a copper, please."
I'll flip him another gold.
Like, kind of faster than it should be. And she catches it, pockets it, and keeps going.
All right, I'm gonna challenge him to another one.
Okay.
This time I'm gonna go fast as I can.
Okay. I'm gonna make let's do this here. Make just a straight dexterity. I'm gonna just roll a d20 here.
All right, dexterity. Oh, yeah.
Oh, you win.
Yeah.
You win this one. So he starts to drink, and like he feels it get caught. He's trying to go fast, and it gets caught in his throat, and he starts choking, and he's like, and like spits some of it out, and it kind of sprays you in the face. a little bit.
I'll slam my mug down.
He goes, "Ha ha! I like this little man. He's strange, but I like the way he works." And he slides over a copper to pay for your drink.
You just got looted.
"Ha ha ha! That is good joke, little man. Ha ha ha!"
Ozil comes down the stairs and looks over. He kind of like turns his head as like, what is going on here?
Yeah, you see, like, as you look down, you see this 7-foot-tall, tattooed Goliath, like, spitting beer out effectively across to Yip Yap, who slams his mug down, and the guy actually slides a copper across the table. Like, you see the very end of it.
Tiebreaker.
Ha! Best of 3. I like how you work.
Yeah.
He goes, this time let's up the ante. How about 1 gold apiece? And he puts a gold piece out on the table.
All right, I'll do the same.
Okay. And the barmaid comes back with 2 drinks, sets them down.
All right, I'm gonna try to drink it fast.
All right, do it again. Roll dex.
Oh.
You both go slam down at the same time. He goes, we could do it again, or we can call it good. It's up to you.
Rolf the Looter never calls anything good.
All right. He like waves his arm. 2 more beers come back. Do it again.
Oh.
He gets you on this one, and he pockets the gold, and he goes, ha 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 ha. You must be careful who you drink with, my friend. Not all of us are as bad at drinking as we put on.
No, you're a pro drinker.
Yes, there's not much to do here except work and whore and drink.
Yeah, I'm a good whore too. I challenge you to that.
You do not want to challenge me to that, little man.
Oh. Well, that's good because I would have won that one.
And he just kind of like holds in a laugh. He's like, that is very good joke. And he slaps the dwarf on the back, and the dwarf spits out his drink, and they all start laughing, and they're having a good time.
I now laugh too.
And you guys are just chuckling. So you're just seeing these guys like going to town in here.
I'll walk down and I'll kind of clap Yip Yap on the shoulder. You having fun, buddy?
Yeah, he's a bad horror. He wouldn't challenge me to a horror.
And Billy is frozen for the time being.
So I think I'll get up and say nice drinking with you, and I'll go back to.
You are welcome at this table any time, Rolf the Looter.
Thank you, my big tall friend.
And I'll go back to the table.
Okay. So you go back to your own table. Avion, have you finished?
Yeah, I'm kind of up in the room, just taking inventory of everything that's in my quiver right now. I think I got about 42 crossbow bolts, my quarterstaff, my new staff, and not much.
Okay. So you come back down, and you catch this giant Goliath effectively like clapping Yip Yap on the back, and yeah, it's pretty funny.
I go back to the table and I say, what was all that about, Yip Yap?
Rolf the Looter, I was drinking with my new friend.
I see.
But not whoring.
I'd hope not.
Yeah, he wouldn't do that.
Wait, were you asking him to be your whore? What?
Yeah, I challenged him to a horror.
Do you know what that word means?
Of course I do.
What does it mean, Yip Yap?
Rolf the Looter. I don't actually know.
Let me put it.
But I'm probably really good at it.
Yip Yap, do you hear sorry, did you tell everyone else what you heard?
Oh, I haven't yet. No. About the auction?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't yet. Are we all together? Or it's just
Quill,
Ozak?
have you come out yet?
So I've gone to my room and changed my clothes, and I'm still pretty damp, but I'm just coming downstairs kind of damp.
Okay.
And gonna join the table.
So yeah, you all sit down and yeah, it's Yip Yap's obviously inebriated. At this point, yeah, he's pretty. You're probably pretty tipsy, Yip Yap. You just slammed like 4 beers, and yeah. So, the only thing you didn't get, Yip Yap, is where the auction house is. It's the only thing you didn't get.
Okay. So we're all back together now.
Yeah.
They're all there.
Yeah, and I'm gonna lean into Yip Yap, and I'm just be like, "It's 9:30 in the morning, and you're wasted."
Hey, I've got 4 things to tell you guys. Very important things.
Okay.
Are you listening?
Yes.
Most intently.
Some of these things you'll find shocking.
Good.
First of all, and I'm going to point to Avion. This isn't Ozak.
No shit. Okay.
Second, the auction goes on all the time. Every day.
We got to get a schedule.
Yeah, and we probably should find out where it is. But they auction everything.
Why didn't you ask where it
Chinese.
is?
What? Because I started drinking beer.
All right, let me catch up, and I'm just gonna wave to the bartender and just be like, "Whatever you got, just a drink."
Right. So the third thing. I have a secret you should know. I'm not who you think I am.
No.
Are you Ozak?
Maybe. But I think you should know this.
Okay.
I'm not actually Rolf the Looter.
You don't say.
My real name is Yip Yap. And
We're not
I'm
gonna tell anybody.
I'm not a halfling.
No. Really?
No, it's true. It's true, Ozak. I'm not a halfling. I am a kobold.
Boom, boom, boom.
I can't believe it took 4 drinks and so many days for us to finally find out the truth about you.
My
Not Rolf the
disguises
Looter.
My disguises are very clever
Why are you disguised?
because you tall people are very intolerant of my people. So I hide.
That's right, you all are.
You know what adventurers like to do to kobolds? It's very bad. He'd have like a tear in his eye. Adventurers are pretty mean.
It can
Also,
be tough.
kind of, also puts his head on his like this, like you don't say.
I'm 9 years old. 9 years old. I'll be lucky to live to be 10. Most of my people don't live to double digits.
As he says that, I'm gonna finally just look at it so intently and serious. And I'm going to pull out the venom dagger that I found. I'm going to slide it to him. I'm going to be like, no one bullies you, Yip Yap. When they do, use that.
Oh, I'm gonna pick it. Oh, I always wanted one of these.
Oh, put it down. We're in public.
I'm gonna start like kind of swinging it. Ooh, neat.
Rolf,
Yip Yap,
put it down.
what did I say?
What?
Weapons holstered, old times.
Oh, I'll drop it on the table.
Holster it. God damn.
Holster
I
it.
gave you the holster.
Holster it.
Sheath.
Sheath. Oh, sheath it. Yeah, sheath. I'll sheath it. And I'll take the one that I already have, and I'm gonna need to make room, and I'll throw that one on the table.
And I'm just going to grab it and immediately pull it down so no one sees it.
Jesus, this is not gonna work.
What? No, this is fine. Everything's good.
So to recap, what did
Not
you hear about?
Ozak,
Yes.
not Rolf the Looter.
Wait,
Auctions.
I'm more interested in this auction. What did you learn about it? Is the shiny gonna be there?
My friend didn't know that. He said lots of jewels
Jewels.
and swords.
Like a singer or
A
a singer named Jewel or Jules?
jewels, like shinies.
Okay. Damn it. This is
Lots
going to be a
of
good game.
Lots of
So-
shinies.
This certainly sounds like something we should check out.
Yeah.
Isn't that what we were meeting Wisteria for?
Yes, but I'm glad that we have some outside confirmation of that's exactly what we're here for.
Yip Yap, do you also mention anything else you heard, like the fighting pits or the casino or anything else?
Well, he probably forgot about that already.
Okay.
Damn it.
Can I cast Lesser Restoration on him to be less drunk? Does that work?
I think it would. Let me double check.
Because it's against poison, so
Yeah, I mean technically, yeah. I'll allow it.
All right. So as drunk as you seem right now, I'm gonna try to make you less drunk with Lesser Restoration.
We'll consider it poisoned. We'll consider it poisoned, and yeah, you can do that.
Yep.
So you are instantly sober, Yip Yap.
So I'm actually gonna do it with a little tap on the cheek and be like, "We love you, Yip Yap," and cast Lesser Restoration.
Okay.
Do I know he's casting a spell?
Make a perception check with disadvantage.
Because you're drunk. Nice.
No, you do not know that he's doing it.
Oh, too bad.
You gonna counterspell it? So yeah, you don't know that he's casting it, and all of a sudden he touches your cheek, and bam, you are sober.
I'm gonna look around, confused. What the? What?
All right.
I'm
And
a
so-
pro drinker.
And at that, you hear the Goliath like a couple tables back go, "Ah, yes, little man is a pro drinker. Very good drinker
Yeah.
over there. Anyone wants to enter a contest with him, beware.
Yeah, you'll
Beware
get
of
looted.
Rolf the Looter."
Looted. I like
All right.
It's good to see you're making friends.
Yeah, finally. He would have probably rescued me right away. I'm just saying.
We had our reasons. You talking was one of them.
Sorry. Oh, that's fantastic.
That is good.
All right. So like, it's probably at this point like 10:30 in the morning. You've seen quite a few people coming and going. There's a lot of people though that have still been sitting there. You can tell they probably worked into the early hours of the morning and have been here. This is like where they go after work, and they have something to eat, and they have quite a few drinks, and they either go home or they try to secure a date whatever they're trying to do. And a couple new people come in, and it's like another dwarf and a half elf. You see halflings come in. Like, people are just constantly coming and going at this point. And you don't get the impression that like a lot of them are like you guys, like purely not local.
Okay, so there's a lot of local. We notice they're local people.
Like, yeah,
I'm just gonna,
from your perspective, like from your understanding, like they're coming in and they're talking to other people. And
yeah,
like,
knowingly so.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna lean over to Osel and I'll be like, since you don't let me talk to people a whole lot, will you go find out about this auction and just see if there's a schedule or a location, possibly?
Yes, I will. It will be far more productive that way. And I'll also get up and walk over to the closest table of the locals, and he'll sit down.
So you just sit down and you see two halflings and an elf. They're like, they look at you and they're kind of like, "Can we help you?"
Yeah, I'm new in town and I've got some gold to spend. I heard there's an auction later. You guys know anything about this?
Yeah. I mean, there's an auction every day. Like, one of the halfling closest to you. He's male, probably like late 20s. Pretty stout looking for a halfling. Probably like physically very strong looking, which to you is kind of weird because you're small. And he's like, yeah, I mean, there's the auction house. It happens you're not from here, are you?
No, we just came in on a ship, so I'm learning my way around the town.
Okay. And he kind of looks over at his buddy, and his buddy looks at him and he goes, "What would you like to know about the town? Because we could tell you lots of things for, a fair fee."
Well, I was mainly just wondering about the auction house. When do the auctions go off?
They run 24 hours a day. That's the beauty of this city, is there's always something to be done.
I'm looking for a particular one when it would go off. They're gonna have jewels and swords and
yeah.
Does that sound like most of them, or is that unique?
I mean, that is the auction house. That's what they do. They sell stuff. People bring in their items and they get them appraised, and they can set a limit of how much they're willing to let it go for if they want to, or if they just want to put it out there, they can let it go. Yeah, make some money that way. It's kind of fun. If you got nothing better to do, it's a good way to score some good stuff.
Olson will kind of take a gold out of the pouch and put it on the table under his hand, and say, "Hey, so that schedule. What do you know anything specific? Do you have one that I could have?" And I kind of push the gold towards the halfling.
And he takes it and he pockets it and goes, I don't work there. I don't know the schedule. You could probably go there and look and see what's posted on the door." That would be my bet. Maybe go talk to somebody who actually works there. And he slaps his buddy in the chest, like, "We took this guy for a gold." He's like,
"Okay.
Do you want to know how to get there?"
Yes.
Yeah,
that'd be, give me something helpful.
And he slaps his buddy again. He's like, tourists. So he kind of gives you directions to a place, and he starts rattling off names. He's like, "You take Silver Piece Way down to Harbor Loop, and then you cut all the way down, and you come over through Wizard's Cut, and then you cut across, and what? Oh, tourist. Yeah."
Yeah.
And he goes, "You got something to write with?"
Yeah, and I pull out a quill out of my bag and roll out some parchment.
And he looks at me. He's like, quill and parchment. Here we go. All right, fancy pants over here. And he takes it and he starts drawing, and it's pretty straightforward. It's not terribly crude. It's all in common, and it's not like he's illiterate or anything. It's pretty good, and he gives you directions, and it's basically it's not too far away from where you are. It's like a block, more than a block. It's like 3 blocks away. Probably gonna take like 10 minutes to walk there, 5 minutes to walk there.
Well, thank you for your information. I very much appreciate it. It's the friendliness of the town folk has not been exaggerated
Wait. Who said we're friendly? That's hilarious. Where did you hear that? He slaps his buddy again, and his buddy's like getting pissed off now, and he catches his hand and he just sets it down on the bar. Around here, no one here would say Westgate. No, we're not friendly. You're funny. You're funny, big man.
Yeah, appreciate it.
You're very attractive, though.
Thank you. You just don't want to see what happens at night. And I kind of turn around and walk back towards our table.
Okay. And
so
like, you, as you're walking away, you hear him like bragging how he like took some tourist for a gold when he could have found that out anywhere.
Mm-hmm. So I take the parchment, put it down on the table. All right, here's where the auction house is. They run auctions all day, so we've got to really kind of go there and figure out when exactly the amber is going to be auctioned off. And Osel's kind of pointing, almost like a general on a battle map, kind of pointing around with his finger, like, all right, this is the best route to take, and kind of laying out the plan.
I'm gonna hand him the piece of rope and say, "Lead us there."
Well, let's not go yet. We have to wait for Windovia. That's the whole reason we're meeting her.
So we're not gonna wait till 8 at night or whatever.
It's like 10:45 in the morning right now.
Yeah, let's go do something. Yip Yap's not drunk anymore, so let's go.
All right, let's go. And
we could just have more drinking contests.
I think that we should. Absolutely.
Let's go check out the auction house, and Osa will actually take the rope and put it around his waist just to make Quill a little happy.
I'm gonna ask the bartender before we leave if I could have. Does he have anything to take ale in to go?
And he looks behind the bar and he goes, "For a copper, yeah, I can get you something."
I flip him 4 copper and say, "Can you give me 4 of somethings?"
And you hear him like kick something, and you hear a couple it sounds like wood hitting the ground, and he pulls up 4 wooden mugs that are extremely dirty and dusty.
Okay. Fuck. All right, cool. So I'm just gonna ask him, can you fill these with ale?
I guess I can.
And I'm just gonna ask him to fill them with ale.
Do you want me to clean them first?
Just a once over. Can you dip them in water or something?
Yeah, that'll be a copper.
Throw him a copper.
Okay, and he dips all of them in water and like pours them out, and he does it in front of you. You see how dirty it is. And then he dips into something else and comes out and boom, sets out four
And
mugs.
I just grab the 4 mugs with the rope like tied to my waist too. And
he looks at you and he goes, "Why you got that rope around your waist?" And he sees that it's tied to Olson. He's like, "Do you belong to him? Does he own you?"
Oh?
Yes.
Do you say that, Osel?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. He's with me.
Oh.
It's so he doesn't run off. He has a bad habit of running off.
Ah.
I get distracted.
Around here, slaves get whipped.
We're not there yet.
Fair
I'm
enough.
a good slave.
Okay. You let your slave have money? That's different.
We have a working relationship. Let's put it that way.
And I'm going to hand one of the ales to Yip Yap, one to Avion, and then I'm going to try to hand one to Osel.
Also, we'll kind of take it and put it in his little side pocket. Not partaking right now.
I'm gonna drink it like I did with
Wait,
the
you're
Goliath.
you're gonna put the ale in your side pocket?
I thought the bottle.
It's not a bottle. It's a
cup.
mug. It's a mug. It's a
bottle.
mug.
Okay, then no. Not gonna do that.
Carefully put this in my pocket. This is my pocket beer.
Sounds like a really bad day at an ale festival where you're like, you got to use the bathroom and you got to set it down, but you don't want to set it down anywhere.
You got to have one of those things around your neck that you can attach it to.
All right.
You just pour it into your pocket.
All right, Chris, this is our new goal, is to find one of those.
It is.
I mean, here's the thing. In a city this size, there are plenty of places you could probably pay someone to make it for you. All
right, as I'm walking away, I'm chugging. I'm just walking away chugging as the same speed as Yip Yap is.
Yeah, I'm going to slam mine like I did with the Goliath.
Sure. So you as you're walking out, Yip Yap, you slam it, and like he looks at you and he like points and gives you a thumbs up.
And I'm gonna, as I leave, I'm gonna at the last table we pass, I'm gonna slam the mug on the table and walk out.
Do you leave the mug or do you take it with you?
I just leave it. Okay. I leave it on the table.
Okay. So yeah, you walk out. And
as soon as he does, I reach over and grab it and I put that one in my pocket.
Avian, what are you doing this whole time?
I'm just gonna place it back on the counter and be like, here, a drink on my friend. I think one's good enough for me. And then I just walk out.
Okay. So you guys all make it outside. And it's a nice day. It's warm. It was much warmer than where you came from in Marsember. It's probably like low 80s, high 70s. Humidity's pretty low. There's a nice breeze because you're on the coast, and it doesn't smell that bad. It smells decent. Sun shining, couple clouds in the sky. People are going to and fro, like doing business. It's busy. It's nice. So you guys make your way to the auction house. Do you want to do a flyby? Check it out?
Yeah.
Okay. So as you leave, you are going to end up kind of coming down here. You can go one of two ways. You can either go past like the main central square and check that out, and the courthouse area, like coming down this road here. There's also a shop here. Let me tell you what that shop is. Just a second, so you can know, because you are going to walk past it. That is... Why can I not find it now? Hold on a second. What number is that? It's like 48 maybe. That is just basically a buy and sell anything type place. It's you can get anything. It's like a 5 and dime effectively. You can get anything there.
It's a bodega.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we would walk by the main area over here.
Okay. So you want to go through it, or just like skirt the outside of it again?
Let's skirt the outside of it again.
Okay. So you come out and you like turn down here to look at it, and you're gonna go past the main jail courthouse area, and it's this big, beautiful building. Think like Spanish missionary style. It's like stucco and brick and tans and reds. Like 4 big spires on the outsides, obviously manned archers. There's guards around it. It's the center of the city. It's the main political area of the city. And right next to it, like in its courtyard effectively, is this massive sprawling market. And you kind of walk past it, and you can hear the sounds of more haggling, people yelling, and you smell food being cooked, obviously like meats and just like all sorts of good stuff, things that you're not quite sure, spices, smells you're not quite sure of. You kind of skirt that, and you go back around the courtyard of the courthouse, and you come down what would be East Market Street, and at the very corner is this shop. So you can go in there if you want to, or you can do like almost a hairpin and then make your way down to the auction house.
I gotta look around. Which way you guys want to
go? As he turns around, I'm untying the string, and he sees me kind of wandering around, going back towards the food.
I coil that. The whole point is to stay on the rope.
Okay, I turn back around and pick up the rope and tie it embarrassingly.
Thank you.
Sorry, instinct took over, guys.
A couple people are looking at you, just like shaking their heads, and they keep going about their business.
All right.
Strangely enough, you'd think that people would be like kind of shocked at that sort of thing, but nobody here seems to care. It's not. It's like everyone make a perception check.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah. Quill and Avian, you actually see there are other people around on ropes, like being pulled around effectively. They're a little bit shorter and like they're actually bound, but they're on rope.
I wonder what that's about.
Let's not linger to find out. And I kind of give the rope a jerk to bring Quill a little closer and say, "All right, let's continue on our way."
Okay. So you guys head over to the auction house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you go and you pull up to it, and you walk up, and it's a kind of nondescript building. There's nothing terribly fancy about it. You see above the door, and there are two it's like a set of double doors. There's two doors, and above it there's basically a money purse. Just kind of, that's the sign, is a money purse. There's no name above it. And there's people going in and out, and you see like smiles on people's faces, and you see people mad walking out. You see like in the alley next to it, you see people like starting to maybe get into a fight over something, like yelling at each other, like, "I won that. I was gonna bet the final bet, and you came out and you stole it from under me." And then like some pushing starts, and people like quickly get in and separate them, and like break it up, and kind of goes back out.
So I'm behind Osel. I'm just going to kind of try to nudge him forward and be like, "We need to find a schedule. Let's go."
Let's go. And so I kind of walk up to the door. I'm looking around and see if there's anything posted outside.
It just no, there's nothing on the outside.
All right, I'll go in, open the door, and see what I can see.
Yeah, you open the door, and you see like rows of chairs, and as you come in, like there's a person on your right. It's a half elf, and they're behind a desk, and they've got like a series of placards with numbers on them, and you see at the very front there's a stage, and like person comes up, and there's a platform, and they stand on it. You hear this person talking, and they've got like an item they're holding, and they've described it, and then they say, "We'll start at 25 gold." And then you see like people start flashing up different numbers, and he starts talking off, 25, 50, 100, 125, 126, 127, and it kind of goes like that. And the woman, the half elf female behind the desk, goes, "Ah, welcome to the House of Goods. Would you like to partake in the auction?"
I would like goods.
Perhaps later. Do you have a schedule billing of some kind?
Unfortunately, we do not. It just kind of, you have to pop in and see what's available. It's how we keep people always interested.
Is there anything of particularly high value on the docket for today?
There's lots of things of high value. Coming up, we have, and she like opens her log book and kind of looks through it, and she says, in the next hour we have, let's see, an acid bomb, a bag of beans, Wulp's pocket sand, and Lyra's glance. They're all coming up for auction here shortly.
I'm going to lean in and say, "What's a Lear's glance?"
Lyra's glance? And she goes, and she's like, "Well, I'm not completely sure. I believe it's a vial of I'm not sure the liquid, but you can put it in your eye and change your eye color."
Oh, that's pretty cool. I say this to Osel.
Yeah, okay. Is there any jewels coming on today? Are there any?
She looks down. She goes,
rocks?
We have a large meteorite chunk. We have a diamond. We have a sapphire. Apparently, the sapphire is the size of your fist. But those are the only jewels we have today.
Tell me more about the meteorite. What does it look like? What color is it?
I haven't seen it, but we have had a few of these in the past. They're like large black chunks, and they kind of sparkle a little bit. It's kind of like black iron, but shiny.
I'm gonna tug on Osel's leg, and I'm gonna say, "Ask her about shinies that talk to you."
Osel kind of drops his head.
Do you say this loud enough for her to hear it?
Yeah.
Okay. And she kind of looks at you, and she's like, shinies that talk to you. Well, some of the magic items probably are possibly cursed. Some of those do come through. Some people like to collect those. There are probably some amulets that have a soul contained within. Wouldn't be out of the ordinary for this.
We're looking for something a little bit like a rock. It's kind of a gold color. It's not too big, but it's a little bit larger than your normal gem or jewel.
I haven't heard of anything like that coming here.
I'll shake Osel's leg and go, "Give her some money and see if she remembers the shiny talking amber."
And she kind of looks down at you and then looks at you also and kind of gives you that look.
I apologize for my non-subtle friend here, but he also kind of laughs nervously, like, and he grabs 2 gold and puts it on there. Is there anything now that jogs your memory?
No.
I'll shake his leg and say, you might have to give her some more money.
She looks at you, Yip Yap, and she looks back at you also and gives you that look again.
I give him a look like I'm gonna throw him out of the room, and I'll put 5 more gold on the table.
And she takes it and she goes, "Sweetheart, I've told you all that I know that's on the docket. There's nothing else that I know of like that coming through. But thank you for the gold. Very kind of you."
He's a kind man. He's very generous. We call him Osel the Charitable.
You win some, you lose some.
How does this work? So, do we just go over there and pick up a number, and then when we want to bid, we say yay?
So, the way it works is you come in, you pay me 10 gold up front. You get the paddle. You then sit down. An item will come across the stage. You can choose to if you want to take it, you raise your number. That signals the auctioneer that you are interested in purchasing this item. You shout out how much you would like to pay for it, and then you may go back and forth, and it will go from there. And then at the end, I return your 10 gold. If you do win something or choose to purchase something, I will return that. Should you not buy anything, though, we keep the 10 gold.
Do we get to keep the paddle?
No.
Oh. So we're paying you 10 gold to raise our arm and say we want stuff.
You're paying 10 gold for the opportunity to buy rare, magical, and interesting items.
I'm sold.
Would you like to partake right now?
Can I hear the auctioneer, or can I see the stage where can I see something that I would have already wanted?
I mean, there has been so much cool stuff going across. Like, the last thing you saw was this giant, it was like a giant two-handed sword with this giant red ruby in the pommel. And then that just went, and then up now, they're bringing this it's an amulet. It's probably like this big around. It's intricately carved in gold, and you're kind of hearing the description. And yeah,
I'm gonna slam 10 gold down and be like, "Do I just run and go get my own number, or do you get me a number?"
No, she's like, "Here's one right here," and like, do you rip it out of her hand and just run?
Yeah, what's the number?
It's 74.
74, perfect. And so the amulet's going right now, right?
The amulet. By the time you do this, the amulet was finishing. So roll me a 1d4.
As Quill's running off, though, he forgets he's tied to me, and he like jumps back. And I'm like,
Quill, make a strength check.
Oh, okay.
Osel, make a strength saving throw. So a 5. He is so excited that
Sorry.
when he pulls, the rope comes untied. Like it tugs on you for a second, but then the rope gives way and he just shoots off. Make a dexterity save, Quill. Yeah, you start to like think you're gonna stumble, but boom, 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 you catch and you run down the aisle. Quill, roll a d4.
All right.
Just 1d4. So coming up right now is it's the guy starts describing it and he says, and up for auction next we have this interesting green potion, and it's in like a round, very small glass. It's not like a potion flask. It's a small ball, like a sphere of green liquid in it. He goes, we have an acid bomb. If you want to throw this, you can hurt your enemies from far away.
I already have my arm up. And I don't even like take a seat. I'm actually going to run to the front and just hold my arm up.
He goes, we have a very, very eager bidder here. I was going to start this at 30 gold, but because you're so eager, we're going to start at 40 gold.
And I just yelled, that's fair.
So you throw up 40 gold, and then you hear, you're looking around. You see another arm go up, and he yells, 45!
And I'm just going to look at him and be like, 45 and a half.
There's no half here. It's either 46 or higher.
46 or higher.
46 to the eager elf in the front row. And he's looking around. You see another hand go up and go, 50!
51.
He groans. He's like, 51 to the elf in the front. High bidder, 51. The elf in the front. People are groaning in the back. Let me roll real quick here. Okay. So he goes, I see a new bidder in the back. That is 51 to you. He yells up. He goes, 60!
And I'm just going to say 61, and I'm sure there's no other takers.
And he grips the side of the podium, and you see his knuckles turn white, and he just gets really frustrated, and he's like, 61 to the elf in the front. Please be the end. Does anyone else wish to bid? And he throws this look out to the crowd like no one else bid. And he goes, going once, going twice, sold to the elf in the front. You may pay Gisela on the way out.
And I'm going to reach out my hand as if he's going to hand me the potion.
And he looks at you and he goes, "That's no. So
just pay her?
Yes.
And I'm going to go just straight up to her and throw down the 61.
Yep. Roll me another 1d4. Up for auction next, we have a magical bag of beans. He goes,
are they edible?
He goes,
how many beans?
He goes,
And you actually see me take my shirt off.
Are you bare-chested right now?
Oh no, I've got another shirt on.
Okay. So
I'm not a heathen.
You take your first shirt off. Your second shirt's still on. And he looks at you and he's like, "Okay, yes, bag of beans. They are edible. It's a random number up to 4 every time you reach your hand in. It may be 1, it may be 2, it may be 3, it may be 4. Yes, they are edible, and they do grant you apparently some sort of temporary effect that comes at random as well. Some are good, some are bad. I don't know. I haven't eaten them. We are going to start this bid off at 100 gold pieces. Do I have any takers at 100 gold pieces? Maybe the eager elf in the front. 100 gold pieces to the eager elf in the front. Do we have anyone else? Please, God, someone else.
I'm going to whisper to Ozil, we have to get him out of here before we're officially banned from this place.
Yeah, let him get his beans and we'll go.
Oh, I see a new bid. 125 to the gentleman back there, the halfling in the back. 125 to you, Mr. Elf in the front. 125. Do we have any other bids? I see 130 to the half-elf female over here on the side, the blonde half-elf female, 130. Mr. Elf in the front, would you like to top 130? I see 135 to the dwarf in the side.
136!
136 to the elf in the front. Do I have anything higher? Ah, yes, the halfling to 145. Thank you, Mr. Halfling, 145. Do I have anything higher?
Also, we'll run down the aisle and Quill, you cannot spend any more money. We have to go.
I'm going to throw my paddle on the ground and just walk back and put the 61 gold down for my first item.
Okay. And Gisela says, would you like to put your 10 gold toward the purchase of that?
Absolutely.
She goes, 51 gold, please.
And I set it down.
And then she, like, snaps her finger, and you see a minotaur come out. And, like, giant minotaur carrying this, like, case. Opens the case, and inside of it is a glass orb. Inside that glass orb is a green liquid.
I'm going to actually grab the case as if he was giving me the whole case.
And he, like, just holds it, and you have no chance of taking it.
Oh, just the orb.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to grab it excitedly and give him a little one-hand hug and walk away.
And he just looks it down at you, and he snorts, and you feel, like, the hot air come out of his snout.
And I bask in it and walk away.
Does the Minotaur have anything on him that would, sort of make him look like a slave, like a collar? Or
No.
Nope. No? Okay.
Nope.
Were you going to try to buy the Minotaur?
No.
Because that would be dope.
So what you have, Quill, is an acid bomb. You can throw it up to 60 feet. Each creature within 5 feet of that point must make a DC 12 Dex saving throw or take 1d6 acid damage. You can use it once.
Wow, that was expensive for that. Okay.
Shouldn't have come in so eager. It was going to start at 25 gold.
Damn it.
I'm glad we got out of there before you spent any more of your money.
So the bag of beans has ended, and you hear next, and next, Walp's pocket sand. In this bag, any sand thrown allows you to effectively disappear.
Also grabs Cole's arm. No. And we're like pulls him out.
It's made from finely ground glass and banshee pepper extract.
I'm going to try to pull from him.
Do it again. Strength versus strength. Nope, he's got you.
All right.
Barely. He barely holds on to you. Like, he catches the back of your Your first shirt is on the floor up front, by the way.
Yeah. I don't care about that shirt.
He grabs you by the second shirt.
It's still wet from my shower. From my bathing.
All right, so he grabs you and starts dragging you out, and Gisela's like, Anytime you'd like to come in, we run this 24 hours a day. Thank
And I'm
you
just going
for
to
your
point and say, you're my
patronage.
favorite, and walk out.
Okay.
Well, we certainly learned a lot about somebody's spending habits.
Oh my god.
Let's walk around the building and see if there's other ways to get in and out.
Good
A fine
idea.
idea. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, yep. Full of good ideas.
Since why don't you and Avian do it since you're small and stealthy, not me and Quill?
Yeah.
Good idea.
Okay. So the building again is kind of here. There's a couple of smaller buildings in front of it that you had to walk through to get. So you can go around the back. It's pretty open in the back. You do see a back door, presumably for like it's pretty big too, like almost a barn style door, and it's iron, hinges on both sides, and they swing together. And right now there's people, loading and taking stuff out. But you would imagine that if how long do you wait to watch?
Just a couple minutes to see what's going on.
So after someone comes in, door closes, and you hear it being barred. Then someone will come up, like knock, slit opens, opens up, and it's just that kind of process. So the door's opening, closing. There's posted guards on the outside, 2 more minotaurs on the outside.
Can we tell what they're bringing in?
They're in boxes, like various sizes of boxes, crates, barrels. You're not quite sure.
Shinies. That's how they get the shinies in.
Various sizes, various shapes, and it's just various people bringing it in. You have like even some, like you see a tabaxi, you see like some rare things that you probably don't see around all the time. But mostly it's like half elves and elves and dwarves and halflings and humans, mostly humans.
I say to Avian, if we can find out when they deliver the shiny, we take it here before it gets in.
Well, we have no way of knowing that unless Windovia does, so. Since nobody. Wait, hold on. I have an idea. I'm gonna go up to the door and I'm gonna knock.
You're not gonna kick it?
Nope. Subtlety.
So you're gonna knock. Okay. So you knock. Slit opens. Who are you?
Hey, I got a shipment coming in later, and I was just wondering, do you know when the amber's supposed to arrive? I'm supposed to be escorting it, and no one gave me any information.
You're escorting something and you don't know when it arrives? Doesn't sound likely.
Believe me, buddy, the system is broke. I'm just a hired hand here.
Make a persuasion check.
Shit.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, tough luck, and starts to slide the door closed, the little door closed.
How about a gold? You tell me when the amber arrives.
And it like ticks open a little bit. He goes, I'm listening.
When does the amber go on auction?
When
do you know what I'm
does
talking about?
The gold come to my hand?
Here.
And he takes it and he goes, 1 second, slams the door closed. And he's can't really hear much. Hear a little bit of like muffled talking. Doors are probably pretty thick based on what you can hear. Door opens, he goes, there's no amber. There's no amber being auctioned. Not in my logbooks. But thanks for the gold. Clink.
It was worth a shot. I just go back to Yip Yap.
Okay.
I think we've learned all we really can here.
Yeah. Good idea, though. I guess
let's head back to the others.
Yeah.
Okay. By this time, it's like it's probably like 11:30, 12. Let's take a break right now. It's 9:30. Let's just pop out for. Do you guys want to do 5 or 10 minutes right now?
5 is fine.
Yeah, I'm good with whatever.
Yep. Yeah. Let's just do a 5, and we'll pop right back in. So stay tuned. Welcome back from the break. Just a note here, thanks to Chris, our own player Yip Yap, resubbing, the Divine pre-roll, Divine Advantage has hit. So every 500 bits donated or subs to Castle Mac results in a Divine Advantage for the players, where they can roll a save, an attack, anything but a death save, at advantage at their choice, or they can force me, the DM, to roll at disadvantage. So they do have one of those now. So you guys are all outside of the auction house. Avion and Yip Yap, you have gone to the back to kind of investigate, and you've learned that there's presumably nothing on the docket or that anyone's telling you.
I think we would have gone back to Osil and Quill at that point.
Okay.
They'll just find us talking back and forth, and I'm just trying to describe to them why I was so excited about the option of buying something like that. That just baffled me that you could even do that.
The finer points of a big city, my friend.
Well, it looks like we're not getting any answers from this place, and I'm starting to think we're not going to if we just go for taking everything at face value. I think we need to ask around to people that know this city better.
That's a good idea. Perhaps the marketplace might yield some answers for us.
People that work there, yeah.
Or the king. The king probably knows.
There is no king. Westgate does not have a king.
We can keep asking if they have one. Take me to your king.
But I mean, that's you wouldn't know that as your characters wouldn't know that. But there is no king of Westgate.
Okay. Let's try the market, I guess.
Yep. It's not a far walk. It's lunchtime. It's like noon. You guys walk in, and you kind of come around the south side of it this time. And along the southern fringe is mostly where the food carts and stuff are. And like you walk past, and there are all sorts of things. You've got fried scorpions, fried crickets, fried tarantulas, a guy selling fried insects and arachnids. You've got various meats being roasted. You've got boar. You've got like these giant crabs coming from the sea. You have a variety of fish, eels, sharks. These crazy, like one guy's harping like, try the flying snake. It's delicious. Like these giant spider legs. I mean, these things are massive, like huge spider legs. Like you even see like dolphin, venison, like all sorts of meats, exotic and otherwise. People have steamed vegetables, and they're dipping them in cheeses, and they're eating them, and there's just crazy looking fruits, like these red fruits with spines, and these giant things people are like shaving the edges off of, rolling them up, and then eating them. Just all sorts of crazy looking stuff. So that's the south. That's the south. Like the south edge of the market is mainly like it's effectively the food court.
I put my hand on Osil's shoulder, and I'm like, my God. We found heaven. Doesn't it feel like we found heaven?
Your version of heaven.
And as we're walking past, I already bought one of the giant crabs, and I'm eating it. I just walked up, slapped down money, and got a crab.
Okay. It was 2 gold. It's a huge crab. It probably weighs like 7.5 pounds.
Oh shit!
Like it's giant crab. I mean, it's like the center section is like this big around, and it's got these massive legs that come off of it.
Oh yeah, I'm taking that with me.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm just ripping off a leg here and there, and you'd be funny I have like a little nutcracker in my hand, and I'm just crushing into it.
Okay. Yeah, and like you're just like shoving crab in your face, and people are kind of looking like, okay, he's very hungry. Like you see one woman like cover her child's eyes. But yeah, like it's a variety of people and places, like just like kids and adults and all sorts of stuff. Yeah, the south side has food. You stay around the food area. You're gonna keep going in further.
No, I'm gonna go in further. I don't know about the rest of them.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in further too.
So
too.
it's your typical like crazy market. So there's no rhyme or reason to like order it. It could have been laid out in a grid, but it didn't work that way. It's like years and years of just expansion have led it to like form its own like weaves and flows, like the roads it's not even roads, like the aisles between carts and vendors and like tarps and tents, and it's all just like ramshackle put together, and it's just expanded out, and it's almost it's like its own little city within the city. And there's no like you get in the middle and you feel like you're lost. You're like, I don't know which way's out. But if you want, do you want to like? Are you looking for anything in particular, or?
I'm looking specifically for people selling jewelry.
Okay. Roll perception. Yeah. Like you overhear a couple next to you like talking about buying some rings, and you like stop and you ask them where that is, and they like kind of give you rough directions around. It's just up around the way.
All right, I head there.
So you walk out, and it's a nice little area. It's several halflings running like multiple booths, and they're all trying to sling their wares. They're bartering with people. Like people are like looking at things. One guy's got his like little jeweler's glass in, and his eyes cinched down, and he's looking at this thing, and he's like, I'll give you 5 gold for this. The gold quality is not that great. That's the closest one to you. It's the first one you come up to.
I'm gonna just sort of look around, eye up their wares, looking for matching rings in particular.
Matching rings? Yeah. So yeah, at his cart, while he's dealing with this guy and kind of looking, you see 2 rose gold, like interlaced ivy rings that will actually fit together should you want them to. Like they can interlock, but they can act on their own. And one goes together. It's like one is flowers and one is ivy, and when they go together, like it looks like the band of ivy and flowers.
Excuse me, sir. How much would this be?
I'll be with you in just a second. And he like finishes haggling, and you keep looking, and he looks at you, and he looks you up and down, and he pulls it out, and he goes, "Fine piece here." Ooh, and a train goes by.
Damn it. This is the second one.
It's fine. The horn signaling the auction has started again, has gone off. So he leans in, he goes, "So look here," and he pulls it apart. It was 2 halves of 1 whole. Rings for special people, I presume?
Something like that.
For you, 20 gold.
These
I'm
are
gonna lean
really
in.
nice.
I'm gonna lean in and say 21.
Oh,
Please ignore my friend. He is.
I'm just
an
gonna
idiot.
walk away.
That was a strange man. Anyhow,
He's got
yes.
a taste for the auctions, I'm afraid.
He's been to the House of Goods. It's always a fun time in there. I come across things every once in a while that I choose to sell there. But for you...
You wouldn't know about any other kinds of auctions going on around the city, would you? Some more secretive?
Oh, I don't know what you are talking about.
I flip him a gold.
And he catches it, and he goes, "So, this ring here is meant for 2 people, 2 halves of 1 whole. The public side and the private side. The side where people see, and the things that people keep to themselves. 20 gold for this ring."
Also, we'll kind of come up behind her and put 10 gold in her hand.
Do you do it like are you trying to mask that you're doing it, or do you do it blatantly? Roll sleight of hand.
All right.
Let me pop this back 1 second here. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, he sees. He goes, it seems your friend is giving you a little bit of coin. Bet that's okay.
Yeah,
Sometimes
he
we all
owes
need
me.
helping. Yes, I see how that is. So 10 more gold, and it appears we have a deal.
I put down 30 gold. I'll take the rings, and maybe you can answer me a question. And I hold up the ring that he was using to talk about the private side. I'm like, where would one find the private side of a place like Westgate?
Oh, Westgate has many private sides. Usually what you see above is often found below. Just as it is, things on the outside appear normal, things on the inside are not as they seem.
Could you be a little less cryptic here?
I could, but I like to keep my booth and my job. Should the wrong people hear what we're... And he gets really quiet. He's like, should the wrong people hear me discussing things like this, I could be disappeared, and I don't want to be disappeared. So, if you would like to discuss rings in more detail, we might have a meeting later, perhaps at a fun place with lots of people more like us. Should you like to meet at maybe the casino or one of the shows or the fighting arena? There's plenty of things to be discussed at places like that.
Fighting arena?
Oh, you are not from Westgate, are you?
No, afraid not.
Oh, yes. So, Westgate, the gateway to the West. We have just about everything you could hope to see. You've probably seen many of our wares in here, fine silks and clothing and textiles and weapons and exotic food and drink and potions and things like that. But some of the other areas of town you will find, yes, the fighting arena where you can bet on fights between people and things and monsters and all sorts of lovely things. Great betting, great opportunity, great show. You can catch dinner. It's wonderful. What else would you be interested in? The casino. Lots of games and money to be had there. There's always something fun there. The shows. There's always a good show to catch in a city like this. We have, just recently into town, we have the Flying Broom Show has come in. There's a new contest game that they allow people to watch. It's some sort of slippery slope that people try to climb. There's always something fun. Adjacent to the fighting pits, there's kind of, for those who don't fight and who choose ranged weapons, the bows and crossbows, there are games to be had, shooting contests, things of that nature as well. You could call it an archery contest, perhaps. Yeah, lots of things, lots of fun here in Westgate.
Where can I find these fighting pits?
And he's like, you probably don't have a map. Would you like to purchase a map?
Sure.
He's like, 1 silver piece, please.
I give him the money.
And he kind of combs out and he hands you a piece of parchment folded up, and you notice that it's got like a piece of very thin paper on top of it, and you see the map underneath. Like, he's like, do not open that here, but I've marked what you need to know.
Thank you. And thank you for the rings. I'm sure my friend will be very happy.
Hopefully he or she will be very happy. He's like, and yes, you, sir. And he like turns to the next person, kind of, look at this glorious necklace. Pearls from the dragon mirror just inside the neck. And he starts going off on that.
Hey, Osel. You want to head to the fighting pits?
Fighting pits. Is there something of interest there?
I think we could get more information from people around there.
Well, that's what we're seeking. So, yes, let's head to the fighting pits.
Okay. So you kind of do you open your map inside of there, or do you kind of go outside the square a little bit and try to find a little more private place?
Yeah, I try to find like an alley where there's nobody around.
It's like you pop out, and I mean, this center square is pretty open. It's going to take you a minute to walk, but you can like pop in over here maybe and take a look. So you pop in an alley. Are you trying to be secretive about it?
Yeah.
Roll me a stealth. Yeah. So you pop in, you like, Osil kind of has Quill, you're doing a thing, and Yip Yap's kind of just out walking around. And you open the map, and you see the parchment underneath is a map of the city. And overlaid on it, he's like circled different buildings and labeled them like fighting pits, casino, various things, like archery. And then there's a couple more like secret storehouse, secret this, secret that. You don't know how much you can trust some of those, because why would someone give you that kind of stuff? So yeah. So you've kind of got an idea of where some of the less reputable places are.
I'm wondering, should we try casino or fighting pits to find answers?
Well, I feel like Quill would lose a lot more money at a casino. So let's. He's already figured out the addiction of bidding. Let's not give him the addiction of gambling.
Yeah.
So fighting pits it is.
I'm just chewing on the crab and putting the shells in my pockets and saying that is wise.
I honestly want to give the fighting pits a try. Maybe I can act as a good distraction while you guys get information.
Certainly try.
All right, let's go.
Okay. So you look and like you follow the directions to the fighting pit. It's not a fighting pit. This is a straight up arena. It is really nice. So let me switch over to that here in a second. So you make your way through, you look up, and it is not a pit in the ground. It is a fairly massive structure. Think like small stadium. It's got flags on the outside of multiple different colors, different nations around flags. It's got people on the outside like selling nuts and this crazy like these fruity drinks, and there's people out there like offering to take bets already. You make your way up. You can see there's a few gates, and you make your way in, and you can hear the crowd long before you can see. Like you hear the cheers and the gasps and the you hear all the things that come along with a fight. And you make your way up. And there's several gates, and you come up, and there are people stopped at parts of them, and they say, entry into the fighting arena. Yes, that will be 1 silver piece a piece, please.
Yeah, that's to view the show, right?
That is to gain entry, that is correct.
How do I get into the fights?
Oh, should you will still have to pay your silver. However, if you choose to fight, it will be returned to you on the way out. You go in. At the top, you will see another booth, and you can go ahead and sign up to be part of the fights, should you like.
Excellent. And I put down a silver for all of us.
Okay. Okay. So you look in. Let me grab something here. It didn't do what I wanted it to do. There you go.
Sorry, DM. How many people do you think are in the arena? A couple thousand, or is it like a few, like 1,000?
It's like
it's huge.
It's huge. It's
okay.
It like at least 1,000, if not 2,000.
Okay.
There's a crap ton of people in this place. So let me fire this up. So, friends at home, giant giant fighting arena. Sails on the outside, protecting those of who choose to pay more from the sun, protecting them from the sun and the wind. Most of the people are on the inside areas here. But yeah, it's a massive, massive thing. And as you come in, you see it's a 2-on-1 fight. You see a guy with a metal kind of helm, brim around the edge, and it kind of tucks down back over his neck and his shoulder. And he's fighting with a spear against two other guys. And he's like dodging back and forth, and they're kind of trying to close in on him from two sides, and he ends up running one guy right through with the spear, breaks it off, and as the other guy comes through, shoves it right in his eye and drops him too, and then like just holds up his hands, and the crowd just goes nuts, absolutely losing their mind. And you hear one of the announcers go, "And yes, our champion wins again, undefeated in 112 contests now."
Oh, this is going to be fun.
And he's like, "We will be taking a short break, and we shall return shortly."
All right, I'm going to go up to somebody at one of the other booths and tell them, or ask them, is this where I sign up to fight?
And you come across it's a gnome, a little male gnome, and he looks at you and he goes, "Yes, should you like to fight? Please sign here, fill out this form. It does not cost anything to fight. However, if you do win, the amount of money you bet will come back to you threefold."
Awesome. And I turn around to the rest of the gang. I'm like, guys, why don't you try and meander around? Maybe get up into the higher up places. Elbow some rich people, you know?
Me and Yip
Not
Yip will be
literally.
really good at that.
Do you get to fight the gnome?
I'm not... We're not fighting the gnome.
Yes, I'd help.
I'll hold him while you hit.
Alright.
Do you know the fight? Like, ask the rules of the arena. Like, is it all like? Is there any? Can you use anything?
Do you ask the gnome this?
Yes.
So he goes, "It is any weapon goes. We allow magical or otherwise. However, if you are a caster, we have separate fights for that." We have.
And I just kind of look at Oso and I'm like,
we do have mixed fights, but there is a different. Again, we try to separate and keep things separate and as fair as possible. We would not want to put a simple fighter against a paladin. I guess if they came to an agreement and came to a contract together, along with a contract with us, we would allow it. But for the most part, we try to keep things as fair as possible.
okay. And so I'm gonna look at Avion. I'm gonna be like, "You got this." And then, just kind of, can I talk to you for a second?
Me?
Yeah.
Alright, what's up?
And so I'm just gonna take her off to the side and, just kind of like I'm her coach, rubbing her shoulders, and I'm gonna cast Enhance Ability on her. And I'm gonna do a bull strength.
Tell her what that gets. Tell that what it gets her.
Oh, it's just your strength. You got advantage on strength checks and your carrying doubles. I mean, it's not anything crazy, but
Nice.
So yeah, so it's not going to affect your attacks.
Yeah, but it's going to affect
just any strength check you have to make. You'll have advantage.
like grapples and things like that.
Nice.
And maybe, I don't know how strong you are, but maybe you can throw this guy. I don't know.
We'll see. Alright, I guess I'm gonna head off to, hand in my papers and then go wherever I'm directed to go.
Okay. So he's like, yes, please go down. You will not be the next fight. There will be one more fight before you. but you will be the fight after next. Is there a particular person you would like to fight, or a particular thing you would like to fight? Is there a monster, or do you just want anything that happens to come out? Because we can try to set things up for you that will change the odds slightly. However, if you would like to go just up against a typical monster or what have you, we can make that happen too.
I want to fight the champion.
Ah, you wish to fight. Okay. Ha ha ha. Another. And he kind of puts his head down and goes, 112. 112. Okay.
It's not going to be 103 or 113.
Okay. Roderick. Roderick, the master champion. Good luck. Would you like to place a side bet with me right now?
I wouldn't, but my friends can if they're interested.
Oh, I will not take side bets with them. They must go to the main window.
Ah.
And it's like straight up you go, there's like windows. And people, like, you can go up and take bets. They've got a piece of chalk, like a giant chalkboard up there. And they're writing down, like, Roderick versus. And there's, like, line bets all the way down it. Then there's other, like, upcoming fights, too. Like, you see the next fight actually is going to be a Displacer Beast versus somebody named Anatole.
All right. You know what? I think I'll put down just 5 gold on myself.
You must not believe in yourself very much. Fair enough. I shall take that 5 gold bet.
Just a personal rule with gambling.
Okay. Fair enough. Let's please sign here. And you sign. He takes it and he folds it up and he hands it to another gnome who runs it down. And you see, like, over on the board, you see your name go up. And odds start to be thrown out. People are kind of starting to look. They see that you've shown up and that's you. Like, he's pointing at, like, the other gnome's pointing at you, and people are starting to size you up and look at you a little bit. And like, the numbers start changing and people start showing up, and they're already, like, placing bets. The odds are getting worse and worse for you. Like, it started out at like 10-1, then it went to 12, and then 15, and then 20, and then 25. Right now you're looking at like 30-1 odds.
Nice.
So when I see this, I'm gonna go to the window, and I'm gonna put 30 gold on Avion to win.
Okay. Sure.
I'll also put on 30 gold for her to win.
Okay.
I'm gonna go and put 5 on the other guy.
Okay.
That's probably smart.
Okay.
And as I'm walking around, I'm like, all right, let's see if we can find somebody who knows something around here, shall we?
So, Avion, you have to go down into like the waiting area. Before you go down, where you are, Quill, you can look out over the side, and you see adjacent to this and within the same grounds, there is an archery contest going on. But it's not an archery contest like you've ever seen before. So what they've got is they've got multiple areas. They've got your traditional archery, like you're shooting at a target. They've got another archery one where they've got moving targets, and people are trying to hit moving targets as they go across. And then there's a really, really strange one. You see a wooden wall and a series of 3 painted squares, outlines on them. One very large, one medium-sized, and one small. Like, the medium-sized would fit a human or an elf or something like that. It gives you a little space around the outside. They would fit into it. And you see, walking up, you see a minotaur walk up and back up against the large one and sit within the thing. And you see somebody walk up, and they pull back an arrow, and they start shooting arrows. And they're going and, like, hitting under its arm, next to its head. You see 10 shots go out. It never gets hit. And people just go crazy screaming, like, ah! And the guy shooting it, he's fired up, and the Minotaur's fired up too.
As exciting as this is, 10 shots.
10 shots.
I'm gonna go up and
a guy bumps your elbow like as you're looking at this, like your mouth is agape, and a guy looks at you and he goes, "Oh, you've never seen this before, have you?"
No.
This is the most fun thing here. The fighting pits, oh god, they're for the birds. The archery, oh, the archery is where it's at. Oh, so much money can be made. You don't even.
But I like birds.
Birds are great. They're delicious. Anyhow, so much money, and this guy's like running down, like he like just pushes past you and goes down.
So how do you enter?
Like he kind of stops and he looks back. He's like, "Are you talking to me?"
Yeah, the only person I've talked to. Come here.
He was running away. Like he was quickly trying to get there. And he's like, yeah. You talk to the gnome over there like you would if you're signing for the fighting pit, the fighting arena, and yeah, you can choose if you want to be the shooter, or if you want to be the not target. Apparently, you can make a pretty good amount of money as the not target.
The same gnome?
Yeah.
All right. He's got a really busy job. Damn. And so I'm going to go back and, all right. I want to talk about the archery.
Yes. The archery competitions. Would you like to compete, or would you like to try to take your hand at getting shot at and make a sizable sum of money?
How much is this sizable sum? Like I want to talk about how much money you make.
You will make 100 gold pieces if nothing hits you.
Out of 10 shots?
Out of 10 shots. For every shot that hits you, you lose 10 gold.
All right. And so how do you, what's it like to be the shooter? What can you win?
As the shooter, yes. So if you shoot outside of the box, you win nothing. You have to shoot within the form and not hit the target. If you hit the target at all as the shooter, you win nothing.
Okay. So,
however, if you shoot all 10 within the bounds and do not hit the target, well, you can win a lot of money. There are odds taken, so it does vary.
Okay, I would actually full belly. Got my shower. I haven't done this today. I would like to be a target.
Very well. Very few people choose to do this.
There's no game if there's no target, so I like the game.
Spoken like a true sport. Very well. So, sign here, please. And he brings up this, 3-page contract. Initial here, sign here, initial here, sign here.
And I'm going to just hit every one of them with a Q. Even the ones that sign, it's just Q.
Okay. Yes, very well. You may make your way down. I believe you will be next, actually. So please hurry.
Immediately?
Yes. While we are waiting on the, we try to stage the archery and the gladiator fights a little bit separately.
Okay.
So please move down quickly.
Sure.
All right. So you go down, and another gnome leads you down these stairs and takes you down, and you look out, and there's like 300-400 people in an area. It's kind of like an amphitheater, and you're down there at the bottom, and people have filled in and are looking, and people are screaming and betting, and there's windows, and people are running up to the windows. They see you show up, and they start betting. You see the lines go 3-2, 5-2, and it ends up at 8-1.
Okay.
That the person's going to be successful. So, you go stand in the middle. The guy instructs you to stand in the middle square, and the square is maybe 3 inches around your body. Like they've got these painted lines, but they're actually painted lines on pieces of wood that they can adjust. So they make it to where there's about 3 inches around from the top of your head up, you know, shoulder out, basically a rectangle around you.
Okay.
I want to watch this. How close can I get to where this is happening?
I mean, you could try to get fairly close within, you know, 30, 40
I've prepared no good spells to help me, by the way. I don't want to have blur or anything.
I want to get to 30 feet.
Part of the contract says that if you use magic to change anything, effectively it's a pretty bad thing.
Null and void. All right.
It's not only null and void, but you enter into like indentured servitude for the fighting arena.
For Osel? Oh no, just for the arena. All right.
No, not for Osel. You basically become property of the fighting arena.
All right, cool. No magic.
So you stand there. They move the things around.
Good to know.
I'm going to get to within 30 feet. I didn't sign any contract.
It says if magic is used to prevent him from getting hit. It doesn't say if he uses magic.
Yeah, I'm okay.
So I'm gonna see you, and my eyes are gonna say, and I'm just gonna go ahead and put my body up to the size of the target.
Sure. So
and look at the shooter.
So yeah, you go out and like they adjust all around your arms, and then like down your sides, and then like around your head. So you've got about 3 inches around you, and then like, you know, your legs are kind of kicked out, and you've got like 3 inches down the sides of your legs too.
And when he looks at me and makes that face, I'm gonna like take my hands and crack my fingers, get them loosened up.
Is my head strapped in or anything? Like, can I move?
You can move, but
all right.
I'm
just gonna stay where I'm at. I'm gonna stay where I'm at.
Okay. So I'm gonna make a series of D20 rolls. If it's above a 10, if it's a DC 10 check, effectively. So if you, actually, I'm gonna have you make the rolls.
I was gonna say I've got an AC of 15.
Yep.
To hit.
Yep.
So I'm just wondering, has that affected it all?
Okay, so we can do it. We can do it that way. We'll do it with your AC. Yeah, we'll just roll straight. We'll roll straight AC. And he's gonna have, this guy's got a bonus so to not hit. So it's like the same thing for his attack. So here we go.
I wish I had my other shirt on too. That would be some good protection. God damn it!
So I'll tell you if it's gonna be hitting you or not. First one comes in, and just barely clips your arm. You feel the arrow barely clip in. No one seems to notice that you're not really bleeding. No one sees it. They think it's just very close. So the second shot comes out. Boom! Right past your ear, into the wood. You hear it thunk right in. Pink! Right under your armpit. Pink! Other shoulder. Barely hits you. No one seems to notice on the outside, so they tell him to keep shooting. So that's 4.
I'm gonna give him dead eyes.
Right between your legs. Does not hit you. That's 5. Tink, right next to your right hip. Misses. Tink, right on the inside of your knee. It barely clips you, but no one seems to notice. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 7. 8. Tink, right next to your neck, like right past your neck, really close to the wood.
I'm getting like tit sweat even like like thinking about this. This is intense.
8, 2 more. Easily, dink, right in between your feet. Last one. Yeah. Again, like pink under your right arm. People are crazy going nuts, and like you walk out and you're all happy. And
I'm just gonna actually walk out and be picking a piece of crab leg and eating it and walking back to the booth.
So like the crowd's going nuts, and like that little gnome like motions you to come back over, and he takes you back behind the stage, and he says, "Please remove all of your clothing."
No problem. And I literally, faster than you've seen anybody drop their clothes, immediately drop all of his clothes butt naked.
And he has you bend down, and he looks, and he's seeing. He goes, here, here, here. You have been hit 3 times. Therefore, you will receive 70 gold.
Okay.
And like the shooter comes back, and he goes, "Witness, you have hit him 3 times. You receive nothing." And the guy's like, but I barely hit him. He's like, "You saw the contract. You signed the contract. You hit him. You do not win anything." Like
I break off 2 crab legs and hand it to him.
and he just like you go to hand it to him, and he just takes it and he like throws it down in the dirt and like storms off.
For shame.
So,
And I do actually yell that.
like, he doesn't turn around. He just keeps going. And then you hear trumpets.
I get so excited, I barely run out of the tent naked, and then I run back, remembering that I forgot my clothes. Run back,
changed.
get him.
You get changed. You go back. You find Osel. You pick the spot to meet, and you see a guy come out, a speaker, and he's kind of like out in on this end over here, the left side, and he says, "And now, thank you, people of Westgate, to the main event again. Roderick the Great has been challenged yet again to prove his mettle in the fighting arena. His competitor, Avion of Marsember." And you hear the crowd like, like you hear like one guy going, as you do that, you start to bleed quite a bit out of your left side, and like as you hear that, Avion, you kind of there's a gate and there's a lot of blood in front of it. It's over here, and you kind of get pushed up to the front of it, and yeah, they're like, "Are you ready? Because this guy's never been beat."
Well, first time for everything, I guess.
All right. And they open the gate, and they say, "So, the rules. Anything goes. You signed the contracts. You know how this works. Should you choose to yield, it is over. Should you be killed, it is over. Should you break the contract, it is over. Are you ready?"
Yes.
Oh, and Avion, you have inspiration on right now. You don't actually have inspiration,
Okay.
so you can toggle that off.
But we as a group, I'm sorry, DM, do we have 2 divine rerolls?
You have
Or
one.
1?
You have 1.
Shannon, you have 1 divine reroll.
Why is inspiration? No, I'm not inspired. Toggle it off.
Okay,
There we go.
it's off. You're good now.
All right.
All right. So, let the fight begin! And the crowd, they go crazy. And you see the guy kind of walk to the center and then just start kind of like, he's not pacing, but he's like walking back and forth, just casually walking.
DM,
Yep.
Can we do a check to see, since this guy was already in a fight, is he already worn down at all, or is he?
He looks. I mean, he was in a fight, so you don't know his. He doesn't appear to be bleeding, from what you can see.
Okay. Okay.
So he is carrying a shield, and he's got a spear.
Gotcha. I'm just gonna walk up to right here and just sort of eye him up and down, try to get in his head.
Okay. And he's looking at you, and he kind of smirks at you and goes, "First time in the pits? I don't think so. I think you've been in a fight or two before." And he's kind of he's back and forth with his spear and his shield, and he kind of like feints a little bit at you. And do you react to that?
No.
He's like, yeah, you know how this goes. Should we just get to it, or do you want to go through theatrics for the fans?
I don't know. Do you have a reputation for being flamboyant?
I have a reputation for winning.
Cute. And then I lunge at him. I use my door technique, and I pole vault at him to kick him in the helmet.
Okay, so make an acrobatics check followed by an attack roll.
All right.
You pole vault for sure. You make that.
And then just straight like attack roll.
You're gonna kick him? Just a regular like melee attack.
Oh, so like 1d4 plus.
Well, it's gonna be your attack modifier, whatever your attack modifier is. So like 1d20 plus your attack modifier, and then damage will be just a 1d4.
All right.
Should you get him?
So 13 plus like
13. Oh yeah, that's. I can look up your attack modifier real quick.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Should be a +4.
I think it's plus
I think it's
5.
Plus 5.
+5. Yeah.
Plus, you've got bull strength.
That's not going to help you in this.
Oh, that's right.
It doesn't affect your. Yeah, you are. It's going to be a +4.
Oh, okay.
Yep, +4.
All right, so 17 to hit.
17 hits.
All right.
Roll
then.
your d4 damage.
Nice.
1 damage. Okay.
You let him know you were there, so that's good.
All right.
Does the crowd react when she does that?
So she pole vaults up, kicks him in the head, lands, and you hear the crowd like get quiet for a second, and then like raucous again, like ah. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna boo. Boo!
Fair. You can do
Thanks,
that.
yep.
Okay.
Well, Ostel's gonna look around and see if he can figure out anybody that might be looking a little shady, but might know something at the same time.
I'm sorry. What are you looking for?
I'm just looking for someone I can maybe talk to about the auction.
Roll investigation.
All right.
Yeah, you see a lot of people who you think you might be able to. You're not quite sure exactly which one to start with, though.
Okay.
So you land, Avion. He kind of shakes his head and he goes, now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's let this dance begin. And he comes back and he throws his shield at you.
Ooh.
Dude!
Oh,
Pretty sure 26 hits you.
It might.
So you take 8 bludgeoning damage from that, and I need
Nice.
you to make a DC 15 Strength saving throw, with advantage because of bull strength.
Right. Strength.
I'm glad that actually came into play. I was scared of which one to do.
First one. I don't think I need to roll again.
No, it's the one.
Oh,
on the,
right. Yeah.
Yeah, the highest.
21 is definitely So you are not knocked prone. So he hits you with it, and you take it, and you kind of step back. You're pushed back a little bit, but yeah, you're okay. So 8 damage to you. With his second attack, he's going to move up into you.
Oh yeah. Shit. I have 2 attacks.
Go ahead and roll yours. I know you.
No, it's all right. I forgot. So
Okay.
we'll just.
With his second attack, he's gonna because he's got the shield in one hand, he's going to one-hand spear, make a one-handed spear attack. And I'm pretty sure 9 does not hit you.
No.
So misses, and it's going to be your turn.
Can I attempt to grab the spear and pull it out of his hand?
Sure. Let's do a strength check.
Mm-hmm.
So advantage.
Shit.
Yeah, no. So you go to grab it, and he pulls it out, and you actually take 1 damage from the wood, like, ripping out of your hand.
Okay.
It's a good call, though. Remember your divine reroll. I'm sorry.
Yep.
It's not a reroll, it's a pre-roll. You have to do it before.
Or pre-roll.
All right.
Okay, so that's him. You are up again.
All right. I'm going to look like I'm about to turn around on his shield side and then sprint really quickly and then try to, like, jab my quarterstaff into his solar plexus.
Okay.
So, quarterstaff. Shit.
8 does not hit. Your second attack.
Second attack, I'm going to, since I missed the solar plexus, I'm going to just whip it up to hit him under the chin.
Sure. That hits for 3 damage. Okay. Alrighty, his turn. He is going to, let's see. Yeah, he's going to just try to spear you again.
Mm-hmm.
An 11 doesn't hit you, does it?
Nope.
Nope. So he lunges in, and as you made that, like, move to the side and went up, he replies with a miss. He's going to second attack you. 16 hit you?
Just hits.
Okay, 16 hits you, 11 damage.
All right.
Hey Corey, while this is going on, I'm going to look around and see if there's like an area where wealthier patrons might be watching.
Like, the higher up you go, the wealthier it looks people are getting.
I'm going to see if I can find a way to get up there.
Okay. What are you going to try to do?
I want to talk to some of them.
No, but how do you want to try? How do you want to try to get
do
up
it?
there? Because there's like doormen, like blocking the ways up.
Okay, so I have to have access.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Chris. Sorry.
I think I'm gonna look around and see if there's anyone here that looks like they may know something.
Okay.
Shady and smart.
Go ahead and roll investigation.
No.
No. You think everybody is sketchy as hell. So you don't even know. You're like, oh my god, that guy, no, that guy, no, that guy, no, that guy, no, that guy, no her, no him, no her, no him. I don't know who to talk to.
Ulster's going to do the same thing. And no.
Yeah, you've kind of narrowed it down to about 3 people who you think you want to talk to.
Okay.
There's a female halfling, a male dwarf, and you're not sure, tabaxi.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so
What was the champion's name again?
Roderick.
All right, so I want to skywrite in the air.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna cast skywrite. I'm gonna cast. It's an open arena, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like he could probably see the sky.
Yeah.
So behind Avion,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do Roderick Smalldick in the air.
Okay.
In common.
Sure. So you look to the sky and you like move your hands and like it's like you're kind of aligning clouds, and then you see Roderick Smalldick appear. You see that appear in there.
An Arial font, yeah.
Okay, in wingdings.
Yes.
All right, it is your turn, Avion.
All right. I'm going to act like I'm doing the pole vault to smack into him again, but I'm going to do it to get over behind him, and then take a crack at him with my quarterstaff again.
Okay.
Yes.
16 does hit
Nice.
for 8 damage. Okay.
And then with my second attack, I'm going to try to sweep out his legs with the quarterstaff.
Sure.
Shit.
Nope. Does not Does not work. So as you do that, you hit him, and he comes back down, and he kind of chuckles. He's like, ha ha ha, this is fun. And he spits out a little bit of blood. And the crowd's, like they're losing their minds. They've never seen him. Like they've seen him take some damage, but yeah, they're just so pumped up right now. So Osel, you're pretty sure at this point that you want to talk to this Tabaxi. And you go up. Did you go up and talk to?
Yes.
To it?
Yep.
So you go up to it and yeah, go ahead.
Join the fight, my friend.
Ah, yes. These fights are quite lovely.
You know what else
Always
is lovely
interesting.
is some auctions. You know of anything fun coming across? Maybe not at the House of Goods.
Oh, that is not something I know. I come here to witness the sport.
I'm sure. Perhaps some coin will loosen your tongue.
My tongue is very loose. I do not think I am looking for what you think you are looking for.
You should tell me if you know something. I kind of know what's going on around here, so hopefully you could help me out here.
I'm not. This is very rude, and I don't appreciate it. I am here to witness the sport, not deal with less than reputable things that you are asking. Who do you think I am? I am a prince of Cathan. I do not deal with these things. I have too much time and honor for things like that. Be away from me. Be away from me.
Do I hear any of this?
Where are you? I don't know. Do you?
I would be like behind them.
So yeah, you probably would.
It's a loud arena, but okay. I'm just gonna walk up and grab Osel. And she's like, I don't think this is the one you need to talk to. Was there anybody else that you saw?
There was the halfling, and then the dwarf over there.
So while you guys are doing that, it is now the gladiator's turn. He is going to attempt to shield bash you again, Avion.
Okay.
But as he does, he like feints the spear, and he goes to throw that. But when he feints it, he looks up and he sees Roderick Smalldick in the sky, and it kind of throws him off for a second. So he's going to be rolling at disadvantage. He still rolls a 17, so 10 damage off that.
Sorry, I thought that would help.
It's okay.
Okay. And with the second attack, he's going to rear back, and he's going to try it again. He's going for the fake out here. I'm pretty sure an 8 does not hit you. Okay.
No, sir.
All right, so he goes for it again, but you catch it and you like jump back. Your turn.
All right, I'm going to run at him, try to jump off, like do a running jump off his shield, and like sort of like kick it out of his hand using like a bicycle kick in the air. I don't know.
I'll need you to make acrobatics followed by an athletics.
Sure thing.
Okay, roll the athletics. Okay.
Nice.
So you run up and you try to kick the shield, but you kind of miss. But as you come back down, your weight pulls his arm to the ground, and he lets go of the shield because your body weight's on it.
All right, I'm going to kick the shield as far away as I can.
Okay. He is now one spear, no shield.
And now I'm going to take a crack at him with my quarterstaff.
Okay.
Damn.
13 does not hit.
Damn.
Second attack?
Quarterstaff.
18 hits, for sure. Okay. His turn. He is going to...
Hey, Corey, before he takes his attack, I want to use prestidigitation. And on this pillar here, I want to make a symbol of what a small dick would look like.
Okay. So and you see like you just see a stick figure man with like a tiny penis.
Or what I think it would look
or
like.
what you think it would look like. Sure. Okay. So he's going to back up and move to the other side. He's actually going to jump up on top of this pillar here.
Do I get an attack of opportunity?
Yes, you will. Go
Awesome.
ahead. 15 does hit.
Yes.
Now that he is shieldless. So 6 more damage to him. Okay. So you're looking, Osel, you see the halfling and the dwarf. You choose to go up to the halfling. And you start to talk to the halfling about, less than reputable places. And you definitely hit this guy like on the head. This guy he's like, yeah. You interested in some dirty stuff, huh? What do you want? You want boys? You want girls? You want
nothing of that sort. I'm looking for jewels for specifically one that's golden colored.
No, you want gold?
Not quite gold. It's amber.
Ooh. He thinks for a second. Goes, yeah. I think I know something about that. Are you?
Yeah.
You're not Zentarum, are you?
No, we're not.
What do you mean we're? Is there what?
I have some associates here in the fight. Actually, one of the fighters currently is an associate of mine. However, so I speak of us as a group.
Oh, the two of you. Is that like is your woman down there?
Not quite. No.
No. Okay. You're just friends, huh?
Yeah.
You couldn't seal the deal. I get it. Okay. So
I'm not her type. Let's put it that way.
Nah, that's what they all say. Okay. So let's see. It's pretty loud here. Meet me outside when this is all over, and we'll have a little chat, huh?
Sounds good.
Yeah, just outside the front to the right a little bit. There's a couple of pillars down there. People don't usually go down there. We can have a chat.
I'll see you there.
Don't bring anybody else.
I won't.
All right. He like walks away and goes somewhere else. Okay, so it's his turn. Do you stay where you are, Avion? Do you let him go to that pillar?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's gonna stay there. It's your turn.
All right, I'm going to. How high up are the pillars?
Maybe like 6 feet to the top.
I'm gonna get a running start and do my pole vaulting trick again.
Okay. Acrobatics followed by. Are you gonna like pole vault and then use the quarterstaff to hit? Or are you gonna try to punch?
Yeah, I'm gonna pole vault and then use the quarterstaff to like hit him, hopefully in the head or neck area to knock him off.
Okay.
So acrobatics. Nice.
Followed. Yep. That you easily pole vault up. I'm gonna give you advantage on this attack because that was
okay.
Freaking sweet.
14. That definitely hits. So you pole vault up, and as you come around, you swing and you crack him in the side. Make an athletics check.
Sure thing. Yeah.
No!
Okay. With that, it's the force of it so hard it actually knocks him off. He lands down here and he's prone.
Nice. And I'm gonna take.
Right there.
And I'm going to like jab down really hard with my quarterstaff.
For your second attack,
Yeah.
they'll have advantage.
Oh.
Still doesn't hit.
Not that
like
matters.
you're so pumped and you go to stab and like he kind of rolls a little bit and it like jams right next to his head. All right, so his turn. He's going to stand up with half his movement. He's going to make a spear attack against you. Pretty sure 21 hits, 7 points of damage.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Second attack. Hold on a second here. Making sure that's where it is. Second attack. 16 hit
Just hits.
for 6 damage.
All right.
All right, your turn.
Okay, I'm going to use my bonus action to do a second wind, so I get 1d10 plus 6. Move out of the way. Move out of the way, thing. 1d10 plus 6. So 11.
Okay.
Better than nothing. Do. Then I'm going to aim my shoulder, that is the spiked padded one, and just try to ram him.
Okay. So let's say just make 1d20 plus 4, and then if you hit, it'll be a 1d6 of damage.
All right, 1d20. Oh, 24. And then...
Well, that's a crit. So
That's a crit.
That's 8 damage.
Nice.
Okay. So he wasn't expecting that. As he stands up and he goes to stab you the second time with the spear and he misses. He hits you on the second one. As he hits you, you turn into it and like throw your shoulder right into his chest. And he's wearing like armor, but his arms are open and you get him right in the shoulder with that spike and it drives in and you feel it hit bone.
While I'm up that close, I'm gonna try and jab. Is he wearing like a helmet?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try to jab like under the helmet to like up into his like chin, his like jaw, with my quarterstaff, if I can get into the gap.
That would be a third attack.
Oh, did I already do 2 attacks?
Yeah, you rolled a d10 earlier. Wait, what was that?
Oh, that was the bonus.
Oh, that was your bonus. Okay, yeah, go ahead. So yeah, your second attack then.
Boom. Shit.
8 doesn't hit. Okay.
Oh, the rest of the stuff was cool.
That was really cool.
So he's going to circle around, not leaving your space, and he's going to throw that spear in at you. Let's do that. 23 hits. So 3. As he does it, like he leans into it and kind of pushes you with it into the column. He goes, "Do you want to give up yet?" Pulls it out and he goes, makes another one. With a 10, which I'm pretty sure does not hit.
Miss.
So as he does that, it like glances off your armor and goes to the side. So he's kind of exposed right now.
When he does that, I'm gonna just jump up and bring down my full weight on his spear to try and break it in half.
Okay. Make a strength check.
Okay.
So you'll have an advantage on it. So just roll. Yeah. Nope. So with the 7, you jump and you're like, I got this, and you land and you just land to the side of it or just low, and instead of breaking it where it would be like if it was here, you hit so low on it, it just kind of bends it, and it doesn't break.
All right.
All right.
Well, then I'm just gonna take 2 whacks with my quarterstaff.
Sure.
Oh!
10 damage there, crit, nice. And your second?
Boom.
That also hits for 4. Okay. Yeah, his turn. So you went to break it, and then like he's looking down, and you just catch him. He's exposed, and you catch him like crack right in the jaw with it. Like you feel it ring in his helmet. He doesn't have the piece down here. His face is exposed. So you hit him in the jaw, but you can feel like his head hit the helmet and like dong. Then you crack him again. So yeah. So he kind of rears back and he goes and lunges at you. Pretty sure 21 hits you for 2 damage.
That's fine.
So he, boom, catches you just like kind of up on the shoulder area. Doesn't really get a whole lot of purchase with it. And then pulls back and does it again on the other side. So 3 more damage.
It's fine.
And it's your turn.
I'm going to sort of run up off of this pillar that I'm right in front of and just bring down like a leg.
Sure.
Just bring down a kick.
So acrobatics.
Awesome.
Followed by just a d20 plus 4.
All right. Acrobatics.
Easily.
D20 plus 4.
So 10. 10 does not hit. So you go up and like you run up it and you do like a backflip and you're trying to come down with your leg, but he reads it and moves to the side and you actually like flip over him. So you're now over here.
And now that I'm behind him, I'm gonna bring up
Well,
the
he turns.
quarterstaff.
Like he turns and comes with it. So you're face to face again.
Well, either way, now that I'm in front of him, I'm gonna bring the quarterstaff up. Look like I'm gonna go to hit him like this, but bring it up suddenly in between the leg shot.
Ah, yes. Yep.
The ball shot.
The giblets.
Oh.
That definitely hits. So yeah, and he groans and he holds onto the spear, but he like has to steady himself.
And I'm gonna use my second quarterstaff attack to try and. Oh no, wait, that's 2 attacks, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna use action surge to get a 3rd attack in and use my quarterstaff to knock the spear out of his hand.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll call that. So you actually hit him in the hand, and he drops the spear. Okay, so it's at his feet.
Damn, Shannon, nice.
So he
God damn.
He bends down to pick it up, and that's going to be one of his attacks.
Okay.
So he's going to attack you just once, but he's going to drive in. He picks up, and he's going to drive in with 2 hands this time.
Oh boy. Fucking misses.
7 does not hit. Yeah. So
Yes.
he goes up, and he's like down on one knee, and he drives up to try to get you hard, but he doesn't find anything. So it's your turn again.
I'm just really gonna like baseball bat crack him in the side of the head with my quarterstaff.
Okay, that hits.
And then when he's reeling from getting hit on that side, he's gonna get hit from the other side.
That does not hit.
Damn.
So as you come in one side, he takes it, and as you come in the other, he ducks his head, and it goes right over his head. So he pops back up, and again, 2 hands. 2 hands at you. 7 does not hit. He pulls back, and he does it again. God, he's rolling like trash right now. Just toosh, miss. Your turn.
All right. I'm going to, since I kicked his shield not far from here, I'm going to go over to it. I guess I'll provoke an attack of opportunity.
Yep.
Yeah.
So he's going to go with that. An 11
Nope.
hit? Nope. Damn.
I'm going to grab the shield and I'm going to throw it at him like a discus.
Okay. Let's do... are you proficient with any shields? As a fighter, yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're... Yeah, you should be fine. So yeah, even as a throne, you should be fine with it. So make a 1d20 plus 4.
All right.
It's not gonna hit. So you throw it and it like scatters off somewhere like up here. Like you don't even throw it straight. You'd like throw it to the side.
Nothing I do is straight. Damn it.
So yeah, it's that's one. We'll consider that an attack. So one more attack.
All right. I'm just going to. I'm gonna like roundhouse kick his head.
Okay, so you move back in.
Yeah.
Okay.
So how do I roll for roundhouse kick?
1d20 plus 4.
Yep.
17 hits. So roll d4. 1d4 plus 2.
Yay! 4 damage.
So 4 damage. Okay. He's starting to look a little woozy. After you get him in the jaw, he's like, you see him like blink, his eyes closed and open up, and like the crowd at this point is like starting to shift. People are trying to run up to the like betting windows and change their bets. You see Osil and Yip Yap and Quill, and they're like, they're closed. They can't. People are like pounding on the door, like wait.
Wait, she looks up and sees Quill?
She doesn't look. No, she's focused on the fight.
Oh, okay.
But you see, the 3 of you see, not fighting. You see people trying to like actively run up and change their bets.
Yeah, I'm fanboy, shirt off, yelling, Avion, 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 Avion. Yeah, I'm going nuts.
Okay. It is his turn. He's gonna 2-hand you again.
Bring it on. Shit.
14 damage. He catches you like right in the like underneath the armor where it comes down on your stomach, and you feel it go in deep, and it hurts. Second attack. He pulls out and he one-hands 5 more damage. So that's a total of 19 right there between the two.
All right.
And that's his turn.
I'm gonna go behind him, and I'm gonna try to rip that damn helmet off his head. And
Okay.
I'm gonna use a divine pre-roll.
Okay. So yeah, you're able to move around him without provoking an opportunity attack. So you're like able to go around to the back. I need you to make a athletics at advantage. Yeah. So you move around and like you kind of push him with one hand, and it takes him off balance, and you're able to rip the helm right off his head.
All right, sweet. And then I'm gonna just crack him with the quarterstaff on the head again.
Okay. So we'll consider that first thing an attack, and then this is going to be an attack. So a 15 does hit.
Yes.
7 damage. Yeah, that's a nice one. He's still up, but he's starting to rock on his feet.
All right.
It's his turn. He is going to two-hand you again. 12 hits or no?
Nope.
Second attack.
Oh.
So that's 15 damage.
I'm down.
Oh.
And with that, as woozy as he is, he lifts the spear up over his head. He goes, 114.
13.
He's so woozy he lost count. He's like, and then goes to a knee. And he looks at you, and he like motions for people to come over. And you see, you don't see it, but the three of you see a bunch of people run up, like 2 or 3 people run up, and they go down, and all of a sudden you see Avian go, and she sits up, and they like kind of hold some cloths to her head, and yeah, you're up, you're hurting, but you're alive.
I'm gonna like hold out a hand to him, and I'm gonna be like, that was a fight.
And he grabs your hand, and he pulls you up, and the crowd's they're losing their mind. All those people that were at the betting windows are like waiting for them to open so they can collect their money.
I'm gonna run up to the window and collect my money.
So he's clasped your hand. He goes, "That's the best fight I've ever had. If ever you wish to fight alongside me, I would be more than happy to take on anything. Get some rest.
Nice.
Take me up." And he's like, "Go." He's like, "Where are you staying? I know you're not from here. Where are you staying?"
What's the name of the place? The Black Eye?
The Black Eye.
The black guy.
The Black Eye. Yeah, I'll leave your name with the barkeep. His name is Newell, and if you ever want to find me, he knows how to get a hold of me."
All right. It's been a pleasure. Just sorry I couldn't kick your ass some more.
You almost did. And he kind of takes his spear and he puts it on the side, and he like straightens himself back up. And he picks up his helmet and he puts it back on, and he walks out to the center of the arena, and he holds up his hands again, spear above his head, and the crowd, they lose their mind, and you see the announcer, and they announce out, and once again, Roderick the champion, Roderick the Great, with 113 consecutive wins, undefeated. And like the crowd goes nuts, and you go up yip yap, and you get your he only paid out 2 to 1, so you get your 10 gold. The rest of you guys, both of you, Osil and Quill, lose your 30. After a while, Avion comes back up. She's pretty banged up. She's bandaged, but she comes back up. They've bandaged you up too, Quill. And yeah, you're kind of back, and another fight starts. Like after about 15 minutes, another one starts, and you look over, and there's more archery stuff going off over there too.
All right, well fought, Avion.
Avion, he had 2 hit points left.
Damn it!
2.
I should have just lied about my health.
Yeah.
Avion, well fought. You stay here with Quill and Yip Yap. I have some business to attend to outside regarding our quarry. So wait here. I'll be right back.
All right, Captain.
And I'm gonna say, yeah, good fight. And I'm gonna put my coins back into my pouch.
So you guys, so you guys hang out. You watch some more fights. Osil, you head outside, and you go to the pre-met spot, and you don't see anybody. And you look,
I'm tending to Avion's wounds.
That's
by
fine.
the way.
And you look and you wait, Osil, and that little halfling dude, you don't see him.
Interesting. Well, I guess I shall go back up to the crew.
So by this time, it's like you've spent a lot of time out at this point. It's like 7 o'clock ish.
Mm-hmm.
So if you guys want to start making your way back to the Black Eye, that's fine.
Yeah.
So you guys head back. The little gnome comes up to you before you leave, Avion, and says, "Lady Avion, anytime you wish to come back, I will definitely get you a very good card. Pick of who you want to fight, any monster, whatever. People loved you. People wanted to change their bets. Oh, we had to bar the doors. We haven't done that since 1389?
No, damn. Yeah, I'll be back for sure, but let it be known that the only person I want to fight is Roderick."
Oh, you will not fight against any other?
Nope, not until they prove themselves. If anyone beats him, maybe. But I don't think that's gonna happen.
You do not wish to fight any monsters for coin?
I'll think about it. I got some stuff to take care of in town. I'll get back to you.
What about fighting with Roderick? That would bring a sizable amount of coin should you win. People want to see that.
Well, I have some business I really must be attending to,
Well,
so I'll get back.
You are banged up, but in the near future, should you want to, come find me.
I'll be staying at the Black Eye if you need me.
Very well.
I walk up as she says that,
goes, "My name is,"
and I'm like,
hold on.
And I'm like,
hold on. He goes, "My name is Gregram. Should you need to find me, I can be here. Ask for Gregram. They will point you in the right direction."
Thanks.
Okay. So with that, you guys depart. You head back to the Black Eye, and you walk in, and completely new group of people inside. There's nobody that you recognize. That Goliath is long gone, and it's a whole new group of people. And it's pretty raucous. There's people having a good time, especially that center table. People are playing a card game, and they're like yelling at each other and like calling each other liars and cheats, and then like buying each other drinks and laughing, and then like they punch each other in the arm a couple of times. Then a couple guys actually trade like slaps to the face, and then they go back to playing, and it's this crazy, like you've never seen a card game like this. It's weird. You actually think that maybe the slaps are part of the game, but you're not quite sure. And you walk in, and you actually see in the table immediately to your right, closest to the door, a blonde half-elf that looks extremely familiar. You see Windovia. And she looks at you guys, and she looks back at the table.
I guess we would go sit down and join her.
Yeah.
I will not. I will actually walk up to the bar and buy a round of drinks for everybody, and ask if they have any like chamomile, and to the bartender.
He goes, "We got plenty of drinks, but I don't know what chamomile is. If it's one of them fruity drinks, you might go back out to the square, and somebody out there's probably got some, but we serve liquor in here."
Okay, so I buy drinks for the whole table. Like, I'm just like, I want an ale for everyone.
Sure. And again, like, scoops up, puts out 5 mugs in front of you.
Yep, I'm just going to grab them and walk to the table and set them down for everybody. especially Avion, because she just
Sure.
rocked the world.
Yeah.
And while he's getting the drinks, I'm going to tell Windovia all about this great fighter Roderick I just saw. Oh, he was so strong and powerful with his spear.
And she kind of looks at you and she's like nodding along and she's feigning interest. She's like, yes, I've heard of Roderick. He's very good, undefeated, I hear. Still, and he looks at you, Avion, and he goes, I've heard, still.
Yeah, it was close, though.
He goes, sometimes they are. So, I'm sure you have many questions for me.
Well, mostly, where the fuck is the amber?
So, have you tried to procure any information since you've been here? I'm guessing you have.
We've tried and failed several times.
Goes,
I learned all about whoring.
Whoring.
She goes, yes, that's, Anyhow, so, not much luck, I'm assuming. That's not in any of your strong suits, is information gathering. She goes, luckily, information gathering is my strong suit. I have obviously watched you. I've been on the ship the entire time. I've seen everything that went down at the lighthouse. I paid Sensu to hide me. Some of you may be wondering why. I was not going to let 2 shards of amber leave that ship unwatched, unsafe. So while you were out taking care of that lighthouse, I was making sure that no one came near those shards. Master Osel, I assume they are on you presently, yes?
Yes.
Yes. And I can tell by your look that I don't think you've accepted any of the things they've offered.
No, that would be quite unfortunate.
Yeah. So, you probably also do not know that the Zents have quite a bit of a stronghold here in Westgate. They're making another push to take the city over again. They think that I am still a recruiter. This group down here is not familiar with what went on in Marsember, so my cover from Marsember is still good. They still believe me to be a recruiter. Through those channels, I have learned that the auction will actually take place in 2 days. I assume you tried to go to the House of Goods, and you probably inquired about it there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She kind of shakes her head. She goes, I really wish you would have waited for me. Now there are people probably asking questions. Not the people we want to be asking questions. She goes, well,
we did nothing out of the ordinary. It's going to be fine.
He goes, and that is the problem. You and covert do not go together. She goes, while you are good fighters and good people, things of this nature require those of us with, seedier sides, should I say? And while I'm trying to be a less seedy person, this city requires seediness to succeed.
You should have told us that before we came here.
Don't commit to being seedy.
No commitment to being seedy. Unless you tell us you're going to be seedy.
I need to see how you act and how you function. And I need to see how you do these things. This is part of our deal. You needed to see if you could trust me. I need to see if I can trust you. I know you are good people. I know what you are trying to do. It just makes my job a lot more difficult. And she like looks around a little bit and leans in. She goes, 2 days. I've left notes. I've left a note in your room, Avion. Read it, share it with the rest of them. Do not discuss it out in public.
Right.
Because I will be around. I will be able to find you. I have many contacts here. People watch everyone here. There's so many people watching other people that it's like nothing happens. It just means that people are easy to find. So, get a good night's rest. You have a day of whatever you wish to do tomorrow. If I come across new information, I will get it to you as quickly as possible. I've got the beginnings of a plan, and you will be involved. It's all in the note. Burn it when you are done.
Gotcha.
Because
I can do that.
because I know you can do that. Do you have any other questions of me?
Just mention the other Amber.
I'm
The
sorry.
note. The note. Other than the 2 days that we gotta wait, what else do we gotta do? Just lay low?
Have you not been to this city? There is so much to do. And it is not... You have... Okay, you have a day. You have a day. You have a day of waiting. The city is fun. Enjoy it. Learn some things. And try some new things. Maybe something will change and I will be able to get a hold of you sooner. I don't know. Gosh, you are now. Not all things happen now.
Have you tried the crab? And I'll hand her a
How
crab.
Quill, how old are you?
112.
So yeah, she's a half elf, but she's still got some years on you. She goes, you're a young elf. The rest of you are very, very young in comparison to me. Be patient. Life is full of surprises. Maybe one will happen tonight. Who knows? Are we good?
We shall see. Yes, we shall see.
Okay. And she gets up and kind of makes her way out. Everyone make a perception check.
Sorry, I had a totally different screen up. Destroyed it.
Good rolling.
Okay. You guys just see her depart. She walks out, she like gets up and turns and walks out, leaves the front door. You don't see anything out of the ordinary.
She's fun. I like her.
Well, she has a
I don't
good
think I
point.
like her.
We should get some rest and continue this tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I cast Lesser Restoration on both Yip Yip and I. And
Sure.
then ask the bartender for more drinks.
Sure. Feel free. So you continue to drink. Do you wish to eat anything else?
Oh yeah.
So yeah,
Like I'm gonna ask.
there's rabbits.
ask her-
There's rabbit on the spits right now.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna ask her for some rabbit.
So yeah, you go up, you pay, same deal. You guys eat and you drink. You have a pretty good time hanging out. Avion, do you want to go up to the room, or are you going to wait a little while?
Yeah, I'm gonna just go to my room and, well, read the note first and then sleep.
Okay. So we're going to end it right now. We're going to end it here. I will send you the note privately, Shannon, and I'll let you look over that, and then we can start from that next time. So
Gotcha.
thank you, everyone, for tuning in. The fun city of Westgate begins, so hopefully next time some further exploration and shenanigans will go down.
Sounds good.
And a little bit more information may be coming to light. So let's go ahead and launch a raid, and we will get back to you all next time in 2 weeks. So thank you for tuning in, and we will see you soon.
Thank
It was
you.
so much fun, guys.